Hello, my crafty friends. Well, we're here. We're still coloring, and Tanya's running to turn on her air conditioner. I just turned mine off because I got out here in the studio, and my studio was cold. So I'll probably have to turn it back on in a few minutes because it's definitely warm outside. But for right now, I've got mine turned off. But I did some fussy cutting and inking, and then I also did some coloring to make tags out of these two pages.
Yay!
So if I can figure out there's the right side up, I was
I
gonna say
didn't
I
get
know
much
there is a
done.
right side because there's a fairy on there. So
Yeah, I didn't get much done. You know, I
hi
can hear
Tina, hi Cheryl.
my headset works all the way to the kitchen, but it doesn't work down the hall.
Oh, you were gonna show me something?
Yeah,
Oh, that looks pretty.
didn't it come out pretty? That's
It
all I got.
did.
That's all I got done. But
Well, that was enough.
I think it came out real pretty.
Yeah, it's
So,
beautiful. Hi T, hi Journey, hi Sherry. Glad you are all here.
hi Mina and Cheryl and T and Journey and Jerry. I want to know is look what I got. Okay. You know, I took Mama to the store yesterday.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's cool.
And Margie said, technically, Tanya, I'm not going to make you guys wait one and one because I know that the two of you are family. So we'll just, call you one person. And they could have more than one person in the store, but the store is tight. So, they just have chosen to have one person.
Right. That makes sense.
So we're
Hi,
both in the
Sharon.
store at the same time, and Mom got tired, and she went outside. She said, "Do you think that they'll let me pay for my stuff with my credit card?" I said, "Margie is so not going to worry about that, Mom. Just give me your card and go onto the car." It's like, okay, that's all you want. We got it, So, but this is the bag that my stuff came in. She started because it was pouring down rain. She started to put it in a plastic, a white plastic bag. And I said, "Oh no, please, can I please have one of the bags?" And so not only did I get that one that my stuff is in, but she gave me two more. It's like,
Cool.
yes. And they're really cool. They're like that tissue paper that I got.
Yeah, they're wonderful.
They're different designs. So I'm really pleased with that. But I didn't know if you wanted to see the fabric I got. Hi, Mandy.
Sure. Yeah, show us your fabric. Hi, Mandy.
Hi,
We're glad you're here. Here, let me make you big.
Okay.
There you go. Ooh. Oh, I love the butterflies.
But in this one is just so me.
It is. That's a Tanya butterfly for sure.
I don't like pink, and I'm not really a pink girl, and I'm not really a yellow girl. Now this is kind of green. It's kind of a chartreusey green, but I had to have that one. That is not one I went after. She had put butterflies on Facebook, and this is what I went after because I'm working on that project that's going to have that pink.
Yes. Oh, that's lovely.
And that pretty.
It
and
is.
I thought the other one from the picture was black with white butterflies, but it was a navy blue, but navy blue can be pretty, or in fabric it can look like it's kind of it didn't look Victorian, it just looked old. And I just didn't like it. I just didn't like the way it looked. So I didn't get that one. But I did get this one. Even though the butterflies are kind of modern, I thought that the color was right. So
yeah.
And then this one was in the picture that she gave me, that she had put out.
Pretty
Isn't
too.
that pretty?
Yes.
And it's got some really pretty colors in it. The big thing is they're all separate so that they can be cut out. That was my whole idea behind it. Now
Right. Yeah.
these two, oh, let me see. This is the other one that was in the picture, and I just loved it. I
Ooh, me
I,
too.
I
I
debated
think that
about
one's
this.
my favorite one.
Yeah, I really I went after these two. These are the two that I went after. This one I decided yes because of this big blue butterfly. Really and truly,
Right.
that big blue
Yeah.
butterfly is what did it. The other one was just too, you know, Tanya. Um, but this one
Hi,
and
Barbara.
this one's got some really pretty golds in it. Look,
It has beautiful, and I like the background on it too.
yeah, and it's got a really pretty background. Um, it's more yellow than it looked like in the picture, and it's more yellow than it looks like on there. Because this is pretty yellowy gold, but it's
Yeah.
pretty.
You
And
could
these,
coffee dye it and take down the yellow a little bit.
oh, you could, but you know, I it's pretty too. These
Yeah.
butterflies have text in them.
How fun. Well, on
You
the
can't
camera, it just looks gorgeous.
you can't really see the text in them on the camera, I don't think. But see right there, there's text.
Yeah, just barely.
Just barely. It's just like so cute, and it's just like, oh, it was just perfect. Well, then of course, you know, we're looking around the store to find those butterflies because they were supposed to have them ready for me, and they had had a bad day Tuesday and didn't get them ready for me. So we're looking around the store, and I found this one, and it's not my favorite, but it was, you know,
It's
it
fun. It's very
it's
fun.
fun. Yeah, it's fun, and it was just like, okay, well, I guess I have to have that one too. But then this one,
Ooh, I love that one too. I love it
and that
because it
one,
has dragonflies
and
and
it's got
butterflies.
dragonflies, but not only that, the background is so cool.
Yeah. Yeah, that's lovely. Yay
So
for you. You did good.
yeah, well, and I got out of there for not too bad a ticket, you know, because I really shouldn't be buying fabric. I really should not buy fabric, but
This
you
is
know,
her this is a little personally owned store,
yes,
isn't
it
it,
is.
Tanya?
Yeah, it's privately owned. Um, which, by the way, if you guys need elastic, she does have elastic, and she's kind of picky about what she buys. So she does have. I mean, it goes out the door just about as fast as it comes in, uh, and she runs out. But she had a fair amount of elastic, and more came in while I was there. But it's she started out as it was Margie's nylon and lace. Um, she did alterations, and that was back in the day when everybody was sewing tricot and making their own lingerie.
Ah, yeah.
And she her husband was wise enough to see that she knew what she was doing and helped her to buy into Bernina so that she could sell Bernina sewing machines. And she started out in a shed. Okay. Then they built the store half and then half so that her store is on private property. It's paid for. She doesn't have rent or a mortgage because of how she's paid for it. Now, she was talking about taking out a loan to build a classroom on the back, but I think some of this has stopped all of that.
Yeah.
Um,
Let me
but
ask you to pause for just a second. I don't want to
mhm,
forget to say hi to Kathy and hi to Denise. We're glad you're here. Tanya's talking about the store where she bought some fabric. You're going to have to just kind of set your fabrics out there while you talk so
okay.
people can see them.
Anyways, it's called Margie's. It's not called nylon and lace anymore. Margie's. So much fun. I think it is now. It's it's in Crestview, Florida, and it's actually on Lacey Lane because
How fun
um,
is that?
well, because Richard put the road in.
Ah,
Um, there were no other houses on the road at the time he put the road in. The road is privately owned now. The county may come down it once in a while now. I don't know. Of course, you know, we don't have snow like people like they have. So unless they have torrential rains, um, that's, you know, not it's not a big issue here. But there's a couple other properties on the road before you get out to the main road. And recently, after Richard's death, Richard died a month after my dad died, and the the house needed some repairs and stuff. So what they've done is moved all the sewing machine repair into the house that Richard and Margie had lived in, and Margie bought another house, which is adjacent property to this property. So they own most of what's on that road, and she transitioned from the nylon and lace to doing a lot of sewing for people and selling high-end designer type clothing fabric. But then as quilting came in, and as quilting became more and more popular, and people are using the quilting cottons to make clothing and that kind of thing, the high-end fancy fabrics kind of went out. And she's turned more into a quilting store, and she carries real high-end quilting fabrics, Hoffman's, and I can't even tell you all of them anymore. Well, this one's a Wyndham.
We have one little quilting store in town, and that's all we have in town except Joann's, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, and then Walmart. That's the only places you can get fabric. But I've never been in that little quilting store, but now I want to go. I want to see if they have some of these.
I was going to say, you will find the fabric is more expensive than at Joann's, and you might find the same fabric at Joann's, but it'll be the same print, but it'll be on a different base. If even Walmart, Joann's, Hobby Lobby, all of those fabrics, you might find the same print, but the base fabric that it's on will be a less expensive base fabric, and therefore they can sell it less.
Okay, so well, I may go ahead and look at those places first then, because what I'm going to be doing with it, it doesn't have to be expensive fabric.
Right. And, I won't tell you that they'll have it, but some fabrics, that's what it's like. And that's one of the things that I didn't know until I started working for Margie. But then my son is going to be 30, and Brandon was tiny when I started working for her. So, but that was my haul from the sewing store. Mom got needles and spray and 3 pieces of fabric to make what do you call that? Pillowcases. Mom makes pillowcases for, well, they're donated to foster care and the nursing homes and places like that. It started out as for foster care kids that got moved around a lot. The pillowcase project was started for them. So that makes sense. And she found some, clearance fabric that was real cute, so that's what she bought. So
I just remembered I haven't gotten anything to put on the back of these, so I'm going to look while you work.
Okay. Well, Barbara just asked me for the name and address, so let me find it. It's Margie's So Much More, I think, is what it is. I'll find it, Barbara. Just give me 1 second. But I have to see. MAR. Because I know where it's at, so I don't have the address in my phone. Margie's So Much Fun. Margie's So Much Fun. Okay. It's called Margie's.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's Margie's So Much Fun. And then the address is 2014 Lacey Lane, Crestview, Florida, 32536. And I'm looking for a phone number. Well, let's just do it this way.
Hi, Andrea.
That's a phone number. But if you look her up online, she's got an 800 number if you have to pay for long distance calls. I don't have to. So, and yes, Barbara, she does mail order. and she will take pictures, and she's also on Facebook. Let me do a, I think I can probably go to Lisa's chat and do a Facebook post. I can post her page. And she does mail orders. She's been doing curb service. She does have limits on the amount of elastic you can buy at one time, just because everybody was so crazy. So
Are you putting scrapbook paper that has a print or something on the back of this, or something that's plain so you could write on it if you wanted to?
on the back of my pretty paper, I'm going to put plain. I just got out some creamy colored cardstock that I had.
Okay. Well, that's what I was planning to do, but I don't have anything the right size, so I'm going to be looking around a bit.
Okay. Okay, let's see here. I think I got to chat now. Here we go. Control V. Okay, that is Margie's Facebook page, and you can PM them from the page. That's either that or phone calling them. Don't email them, because right now they're not getting to the emails. So they've had to not have as many people in the store if they have customers in the store, stuff like that. So, but she has amazing fabric. That's where I got that piece of steampunky fabric that I had a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
It's got the steampunky animals on it. Like, I can't remember what it's called. She actually has a quilt kit of that stuff left. I was like tempted. Oh, I was tempted. But I haven't done anything with what I bought. So, and hello to everyone who I missed coming in. I'm glad everybody is here. Jeff is out working on the fence, which is a good thing. I cut a big slot in my top pocket is what I decided. And if you guys didn't see me do that, what I did was I took my roundy punch and I went in to the line that's right there and punched it on both sides. And then I took my scissors and just straightened out the side. Barbara is doing a fairy journal, Andrea. And as far as I know, she didn't have any fairy fabric. She had, she has all kinds of fabric. She had a hummingbird piece I thought about, but the hummingbirds just weren't quite as distinct. And I was buying butterflies. I had an ulterior motive, and so I stuck to my guns. Only bought what I went after. Yeah, right.
Well, at least they were butterflies, even if they weren't.
I went after 4 pieces. There was 4 pieces in the picture that I wanted. And what did I get? 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. One of the ones in the picture I didn't get, and then I got 3 different ones that were, you know, just as cute or cuter. I love ulterior motives. Yeah. Hi, Maria. Oh, she's doing tedious work.
Hi, Maria. We're glad you're here. What kind of tedious work are you doing? Is it tedious craft work or is it work?
I was gonna say, work. I was trying to, Sherry, I love hummingbirds too, and I probably would have gotten it if the hummingbirds had been just a little more distinct. It was just a little bit of a soft print. It was a beautiful piece of fabric, but for what I wanted it for, they were a little soft. Margie's bookmark. Yes. Yay. Just tell them I told her to call them, and they'll send you pictures and stuff like that, Barbara. And they will they'll mail order, and they do all kinds of stuff. They've been shipping a lot of stuff lately. Like I said, though, she's like everybody else, having trouble getting the silly elastic, but okay, I want it. This is what I want. Maria says that she wishes it was craft work, but alas, it is work. Andrew says, let's find a bright side. I'm grateful you have a job, and that's
Amen.
Yes, ma'am. So, like Jeffrey said, he was kind of grateful that all this mess happened after he retired, not before. Although he probably would still be working, he'd just be working from home.
Yeah.
But we've been through furloughs before, where our paycheck didn't come for 3 months. So every year at the end of the year, when they can't decide that they're going to spend money for next year, they furlough the silly government employees.
Okay, that worked pretty well. It's a nice color, so.
Oh, that's a pretty color. What did you use?
Let me show you.
Something big. Oh, it looks like a piece of wallpaper on the back. Is it?
No, it's out of this book, and these were all coming apart.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not a book anymore, but they're prints, and they're just tacked down on the side.
Oh.
And then it tells you plate 8, the balcony, the Louvre, Paris, and you know, a little bit about it. But the back is blank, and it's really nicely aged paper. So that's what I'm using.
That's perfect. Because what else are you going to use it for, right?
Right. I just took the paintings off of it, and
yeah,
I don't know what I'll use them for, but
somewhere along the line. Okay, it is a good thing this is going inside a pocket, because dang, that tape is. I'm just going to have to quit using the tape. I don't know why I even tried to use the tape.
Forever optimistic, I guess.
Yes, I guess so. Well, one time it'll work and the next time it won't. So it's not the tape, guys. It's the paper that I'm taping it to. The tape is, you know, works fine, but the paper is coming off, coming apart. There we go. Okay. And now to get a line of glue. Anyways, I was going to tell you, I was trying to do some photo editing this morning, and I'm watching Jamie from APG Jamie. And she was funny this morning. She was bouncy. She said, okay, no more little Debbies before live streams. She said she was hungry and didn't have time to eat proper, and she shouldn't have eaten a little Debbie. It was so funny. I was giggling. Not quite as hard as when we were trying to take apart the pop-up book, but you know, close.
Okay. Now I know what
Kathy
to do with these to make
Kathy,
tags.
Kathy must have asked a question, and I don't think either one of us saw it because Barbara sounds like Barbara answered. These books, yes, Kathy, these books are law books that Lisa got from a lawyer's office that was, like, I don't know whether the lawyers were going out of business or just exactly splitting
It
up the
was a
partnership.
big law group, and one or two of the major partners had passed away, and they decided just to dissolve the group.
Right.
And the younger people decided to go form a new group rather than continue it with the name of the senior partners who had passed away. So
anyway, she got all these lovely, lovely books, and they are fabulous. This one's from 1903, or was it printed in 1903 or printed in 1904? I can't remember. Anyways, it was either printed in 03 or 04.
I think they're printed the year after the stuff that happens in them. So
yeah, this is from December of 03 to July of 04, and it was printed in 04. But the paper is very, very thin. We're working with 3 sheets glued together, and it's like thin like dictionary paper, but I have found this particular one is not very strong. So it's Jamie is a stitch, Barbara. She is a stitch, and she was in rare form this morning. So it's starting to push its little self open. I just figured I would I'd glue them down, Lisa. My thought was to glue them down, and then probably, let's see, let me get my ruler out here. Probably do something like make a long tag from here. Let's get rid of one of them so you can see. It just depends on where the fairy's at, make like a long tag, just cut off like this piece and make that one tag, and then maybe make another tag there and another. So I'd probably get 4 tags out of it.
Okay, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure if you had a better idea. I didn't use my idea when I could use yours.
Okay. I don't, that might have had a worse idea. Then you would have been. Yes, Kathy, we took 4 pages. We took 4 pages out between 2 sheets, and then a 3rd sheet we didn't take any pages out. So for every 7 pages, we're getting 1. If that makes sense. If it doesn't, I'll show you, but just let me know. Okay, so yeah, okay. I gotta switch ears. That ear just does not like this headset lately. Oof. And I also have some book paper that I glued to thing for little tags, but I realized how tiny I cut those up the other day. I don't know why I cut them up so tiny, but I did. Oh, guys, I'm gonna I need to go for a minute. Lisa, can you make yourself big, and I'll be right back?
Sure. Okay. Okay. I've got a little fairy right up here and one right over here. So, and I didn't get that side glued very well. Let me work on that a second here. Okay. And so I want to get this fairy, and these are both going this direction. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do this one. I think I may do it in
Just out back. I'm on conference.
Let's see.
So will you just find your side? Please, I love you.
Okay, I'm going to do this one 3.5.
Yep.
Well, we went out yesterday and tried to. We just couldn't stay.
Okay, I got to glue a little more here too. I should have checked that before I got started.
I'm sorry, guys.
That's all
I'm
right.
back.
I
No,
think
I
I'm going to make
looked at.
one of these into a belly band
Oh, that'll be cute.
because I don't have,
Quite the right way to cut them out.
yeah, because both of my fairies were going up and down,
Uh-huh.
and then I can
Mhm.
cut this one in half here or
Okay, I've
thereabouts.
lost my glasses. Oh, they're on top of my head. Um, no, that was Jeff's dad. He just came in, and I looked up and saw the car in the driveway, and I thought, who the heck is that? And then realized it was Dad's car. No, he's probably going crazy too. We
Yeah.
call Jeff. We usually, when we go over and do something for Mom, like go to the grocery store or something, we stop by and at least say hello to him. And yesterday, by the time we finished taking Mom to Margie's and getting her fed and all that kind of stuff, Jeff had a migraine. And so we called Dad and said, we're not coming over to even say hello. Hi, Teresa.
Hi, Teresa. Hi, Beth. Glad y'all are both here.
Are the fairies on the paper already? Yeah, Beth, there's on these particular pages, these are coloring book pages, there's one on mine, there's one tiny fairy on each one. So
This one, this particular little page had 2 tiny ones, and this one had 1 bigger one. So.
Yeah, so what we're probably going to do is add some fairies to it.
Yeah.
That's kind of the
Hi, Violet. Plan. We're glad you're here.
Hi, Violet. Anyway, so we didn't go over to Dad's. There was no pressing mail, and Jeff just had too much of a headache, and as it was, I had to go to the store for Mom because she had decided that she didn't need to call me, and she had run out of one of her medicines. So, it's like, okay. She said, well, I called it in, but I figured I could wait till next week. And I'm like, okay, I think we'll just go to the store right now and get it.
Yeah.
It's
I had told the whole family, my mom and everybody, that I was not going shopping till Monday because I was going to start going on Mondays because Friday was horrible. Last week, Friday was horrible. Yeah. And I did not realize that Monday is Memorial Day. And I'm going to go do the shopping if Darren's home. I want to be home. So now I have to go tomorrow instead. Like, okay, I'm backtracking on what I told you. I said it would be Monday, but now it's going to be Friday. So get your list ready.
Well, I told Mom Monday too, but I didn't realize that it was Memorial Day because, well, I guess the grocery store won't be that much worse.
It probably won't. Darren doesn't stay home very often, so I want to be with him.
I was going to say, yeah. I mean, mine's home all the time. It doesn't matter what day it is. So,
You always got chances.
I always got chances, yes.
Okay.
I don't use them very well.
I haven't put any more pages together, so I'm just going to be using the ones I've already got done.
Well, that's what I've been doing. I've got 10 in the middle, 10 at the front and the back, and so that's all I've been.
Okay, we're good then.
So, we probably need to get some more stuff put together.
Yeah, probably.
But I used Mod Podge, so I'm having to really make sure that gets stuck down.
Well, I want to do one of your top loading pockets.
Okay.
That'll be good. I don't want to do it right by this side loading pocket though, because that's.
Yeah, I put mine in the middle, I think, because I didn't have any pockets in the middle yet. We had one sort of in the front and one sort of in the back, and I
Yeah.
think I put it in the middle. I'm not sure. I might be wrong. I might have just, put it right beside the other one. Who knows?
Who knows?
Okay,
Okay, here
that's
we go.
probably good.
I'll use this.
On there and let it get dry.
And I'm going to put at least one of these really tall tags in it. And I may put them both because that
Yeah,
I I don't want to I can't see making anything else tall enough to use them. And I don't
right.
want to make more than one of these pockets. So, okay. I do want to go ahead
I'm going
and
to tell you, I think this might be a piece of Stampin' Up! Cardstock. So, it's 15 years old. I don't know. We got to quit doing that. Buying stuff and not using it. Oh, it's
did
too
you
precious.
did you make yours open from both sides?
No, it's only open from the top. Just a minute.
Well, that's what I
Oh,
meant. I meant, is
no,
your hole in both sides?
no, my hole's only on one side. And then
Okay.
the back side is regular.
All righty. Thanks. That's kind of
Uh,
what I was thinking, but I couldn't remember what I saw you do.
yeah, I only opened it just in the one side. And I had originally thought I would do just a half circle, but then I decided in the middle of the night last night at probably 1:45 when I couldn't sleep, um, that I would do something that was long up there, something different than some of the other things I had been doing. So that is why it's like that. Okay, I think I got that gluey enough. I hope I got it gluey enough. Yep, stick my hand right in the glue.
Okay.
Care if I use all this?
No, use whatever you want, hon. Hannah's going to make some weaving cards.
Ooh. Oh, for what is that kind of weaving called?
It's called card weaving.
Card weaving. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, I knew that it was, I've seen it. Yep. Often used to make thin pieces of fabric like belts and such.
Yes, it's used like an inkle loom without an inkle loom,
Right.
or a tape loom. Some people call inkle looms and tape looms. I think they're technically built a little bit differently, but they do the same thing. And card weaving does the same thing. It's just it's an older version, so you don't have to have a contraption. You just use the cards and the yarn. So
Yeah.
anyway, she's doing a project for our guild, and she was supposed to do it in April, and of course that didn't happen. And so she didn't, go ahead and do it because she didn't need to.
Mm-hmm.
And so I thought, oh, maybe she's getting a head start on that because I imagine she'll do it in August at that meeting, or in September because we didn't get a March meeting or April meeting or a May meeting. So all three of the programs for those will be moved to the fall.
Yeah.
Anyway, she said, no, the fancy just struck me. So
the fancy struck her. Oh, okay.
She's going to try to make the tablets for that particular program, I think, out of clay because that's what they were made out of. In the time period that she's doing a study about. So,
okay. Hi Tanya, and anybody else we missed? Hello.
Hi,
Glad
Tanya.
you're here. Okay. Now then. Okay, while those are drying, I need to be able to put these into my book, and I'm thinking, okay, let me think. Yes. Lisa, can you look at this? I'm thinking I'm putting these on opposing pages, like so.
I think that's a great idea. I thought about doing that myself, and I was going to ask you if you thought it was a good idea. Surely, if we both think so, it must be a good idea.
Yeah, well, and it just so happens that these fold best or look best folded
Yeah.
opposite
I don't
one another.
know that I can do that. Mine would have to be like this, and it wouldn't look as good as yours. Well, I could fold it the other direction. No, because she would be just partly
Yeah,
there.
okay, let me see the right hand one. That one looks better that way than the other one did. But you've
This one
already,
does,
yeah,
but I've already
because,
folded them.
yeah,
But so mine may end up being back to back. Oh no, they can't be back to back. Well, they could. You can open it in the middle.
yeah,
So I don't know. I'm going to work on my pocket page and still think about
okay.
that.
Well, my pocket pages is other than having to not put tags in it for right this minute, it's done.
Can you
And
show
I
me
think,
what you did on it? Because I can't remember.
yeah, um, I had, I remember I put these two pages in last time where I put this poppy girl and then this one is on the flip.
Yes,
Well,
I
I
love
had
that.
some leftovers from this page. So on my pocket page, it just so happened I picked up this little image transfer, and this rose looked so cute on it that that's what I did right there.
Yeah, that's great.
So image transfer with a little bit of coloring book.
Oh,
So,
sounds like a good combination.
and now I have a blank page right here that's going to have to have something. Okay, but I put mostly coloring book in. The coloring book's mostly in the middle right now, I think. Did I put coloring book up front too? No. Yes, I made this pocket page. This is the other pocket page I made, Lisa.
Yes, I remember that one with a tuck spot and a pocket.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
folded this back. So, and that one's up front. The other pocket is in the middle. So I think I'll put these two coloring pages that aren't going to be pockets in the back. Just to kind of,
Spread them out.
spread them out a little.
Yeah. Where do the fairies come from?
Yeah,
Several places.
our imagination. Okay, the first thing of fairies, and I've got it, Lisa. I've got mine right here.
Oh, good.
What happened was, and the whole point of the fairy thing that happened is that I was in the bookstore, the library bookstore, and found this complete book of flower fairies, which is a Cecily Mary Barker book, and it's got these amazing fairies in it. Okay. Well, I was showing it in my live stream one day. Sorry for the glare. And Lisa said, I have that same book. So she got it. And it's not the same book, but it is the same book. They were printed at different times, so they're a little bit different books. But
I'll go ahead and get mine out, and we can show her a little bit how
okay.
the kind of the similarity and differences.
One of the things is the way that mine has borders around the square ones. Lisa's are just pretty much square, and mine have these funky borders. And then mine will have fairies that don't have pictures behind them.
I do have a few of those, but not as many as you.
Right, not as many. And a lot of her fairies that I have like this are in borders. So, it's just a matter of that little bit of difference. She's got a little story.
Yeah, I have some.
And then I'll be right back, okay?
That's fine.
Bye-bye. Bye, Dad. I love you. Yeah. Kisses from afar.
I also have
Good.
some fairy rhymes in the back, and
Okay.
This pretty picture, which may be what goes on my front cover. I'm not sure. There's that one, and this one has a cute little fairy in it too. There's two or three that are really, really big, and I thought one of those three would look pretty on the front. And they're all about fairies, not necessarily flower fairies. And so that was one reason I thought I might use them on the front, since we're using a bunch of other fairies in the book as well.
Right. And then after this book came, Lisa found this coloring book, and I have its cover here somewhere. This coloring book is called the Flower Fairies Coloring Book. And she had found it a long time ago, and she ripped it in half and sent me half. Hello, Cheryl. And so she sent me half of this book. Then, and I've sort of destroyed my cover.
I've destroyed mine too.
Yeah. I think I have.
Wait, maybe I haven't. Let me look. I think I did, but I'm not positive.
The back cover.
I had some stuff on it that I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with, so I may not.
Yeah, I haven't totally taken mine apart. This is the back cover, and it says Flower Fairies by Warren. Frank Warren is who did the Flower Fairies coloring book. Anyways,
here's the front cover.
There's the front cover. This was a pop-up book, and I'll show you my pop-ups. I got a couple pop-ups that, well, we destroyed the pop-ups and created other things. Like this is, it doesn't really pop up anymore, but it folds. And then this one actually pops up. So, but we took it apart and put it back in different ways in our books. And then we've had wonderful, wonderful subbies who have,
What?
Cheryl's not feeling well, so she's off. But bye, hun. Feel better. I missed it until just then. This is a napkin, but behind the napkin, I stenciled a fairy because Fran sent me a fairy and its mask, and I stenciled that. And Lisa actually stamped behind hers. She's got some stamps going on behind hers, and this is a pocket. We're using magazine paper, not magazine paper,
Wallpaper.
With our fairies to extend the flower kind of thing going on. I had some more. I thought that I had the yeah. Here's some wallpaper with some more stenciled ones, and this was the front, the flyleaf, or not flyleaf, dust cover on my book, was this piece right here. So we've added that. I think somewhere, these are image transfers that we've taken out of the book. Let me see, somewhere I have, I haven't used as, oh, here's one of the little fairies. Lisa got some fabulous fairies from Heather at Craft Shack. Sorry. And we've got some round pieces that we're going to do a tunnel kind of book with layout. And they are die cuts. I have a fairy here somewhere that, okay, this one Janet sent to us. So our subbies have been sending us little odds and ends. Janet sent me this one. They've been sending us little stamped images and die cuts and things like that to go in it. So we are
very grateful.
Yes, we are very, very grateful. This is sort of a window that we did with one of our image transfers. So the flat, we have been, thank you, Sandra. We have been working on this since the 1st of May. And I got an awful lot of book left.
It's okay. We've got till the end of June without being late. And we can be late if we need to.
Yeah, but I don't know. about if I'm going to be able to keep streaming 3 times a week.
Well, I understand that.
If we go off, that may have to be calmed down a little because I know what hubby's gonna say to that one. What? Okay. Let's see. All right. If I put those two guys in right here, and
you're here, Sandra.
Yes, we are. We're really glad you're here. Yeah, isn't it fun, Sandra, that we've had some really great things come in the mail. Now, see, these pages, the deal is that neither one of us really wanted to color them completely. We wanted them to be partially coloring book, but yet they don't quite fit. So I am going to fold this so that it fits. Well, oh, my mouse is going to be hiding. I don't want my mouse to hide. Yeah, that doesn't look so good. Oh, I may have to stick that in further. I may have to leave that stick out of the page because his little nose really needs to show.
I agree. I agree. We don't need to cut off his nose.
So I guess this page is going to just stick out past the other pages just a little bit. Okay. And see, now it's like that, and then when you open it, it's going to be fun. So that is going to go there, and yeah, it's just going to stick out. That's just all there is to it. It's going to be like that.
I'm trying to decide what I want to put on here.
Uh-huh.
I want to put some of our Happy Mail goodies on there, but I don't know if I want to do one of the stamped things or if I want to use those glittery butterflies that
oh, the Andrea sent.
Yes, that we just got.
That'll be really cute. I'm thinking that I might put a piece of washi tape down the back side of this just to kind of make it look
like all these pocket things I need to put in pockets. I totally forgot those.
I've already stuck them in my pockets. What do you think here, Lisa? Where this is going to stick out on the page behind it? You think I ought to do it already or just wait?
I think I would just go ahead and do it.
Well, that's what I was thinking. I'm just going to use this tape that I've been using throughout the book. Kind of, it's all, you know, vintagey looking. I just don't like that. Of course, I guess I could put this page in over here and make it match, but I don't like that. I like it better side by side, so it's going to be side by side because that's what I want. But I think that I need to glue it in with some good glue. Why don't I trim a little from the spine side?
I'm going to do something real quick.
Okay.
These are the Flutterby wings that Andrea sent, and I painted them, but I want to put my glitter on top of them and let that dry before I cut them out. So
yeah, I don't know, Denise. I just don't think I want to. I'll have to take off part of one of those mushrooms. I don't know, Lisa. What do you think? Do you think I should?
No, I think, well, you're going to have some tabs and things sticking out anyway, right?
I've got some things sticking out already. You know, it's not
so I don't think that's a problem. If you didn't have anything sticking out and you didn't want anything sticking out, then I would trim it.
Yeah, but I'm I'm gonna leave it. I'll be all right with leaving it. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. 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 Yeah, I am. But I'm not gonna use any sticky tape because heaven's sakes, that stuff is just not all right. Why are you not coming out? Because the sticky tape is not working nicely.
One nice thing about doing it this way is I don't have to worry about painting neatly because I'm going to cut it out.
Oh, that's true.
I finally figured that out after I tried to do neatly in the lines, and so these last one here, I just blah blah blah.
Just blah
Because I was
blah
like,
blah
okay,
blah. Oh, I like
blah
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 blah.
blah. She blah blah blah. Mhm. But thank you for the idea, Denise. It was Denise. Yeah, it was Denise. I think it was Denise. It's a good idea. I don't know. For some reason, I just don't want to. But I'm being contrary. It's interesting that the pages are just the right height. They're just wider.
Yeah, I was really surprised by that.
Yeah.
I thought we were
When
going to
you
have
go
to
to
cut off some from the top and bottom, but
mhm.
it's nice not to have to.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Oh, but I probably should have inked around the edges of that paper. I should have. I should have. That's okay. I'll do it afterwards. I can do it afterwards. The ink doesn't know the difference. Okay.
My paintbrush is trying to come apart here.
Uh-uh. That's not a good thing.
No, but that's one of the reasons I chose it to do this, since this is glue basically that I'm working with here. So
Uh-huh.
I thought, well, this one's already trying to be broken, so
We've asked Dad not to go anywhere, but he can't stay home. He's just. I'm surprised she hasn't decided that they're going on a cruise yet. Jeffrey told me the cruise lines are selling tickets for like $25 a night. It's like, oh my word. Just what we need.
when are these cruises even? I mean, are they for like right now?
Nah, coming up here not too long from now.
Yeah. Well, I hope my mom doesn't hear about that. She might decide she needs to go.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. See, Dad's girlfriend does all of this buying of the tickets and stuff, and she's liable to decide they can. That's a good deal, so we'll go. So, okay.
Okay, I think I must have put those in with my flutterbys, and now I can't find that folder.
Okay, so that makes me happy, and it kind of looks kind of cute sticking out of the book. Now I will tell you that my book is already doing a thing where it's a little wobbly, so I'm not worried about that, but I'm just telling you that's what's happening to it. But don't you think we've need to ink these edges of this coloring book page?
Yeah, I do.
We ink everything else. Yeah, I do too.
I do.
So, and this one, see now this one, when I fold it, it's not going to go over the edge, I don't think. Because of how much I want to fold. I just didn't want to have that mousie's nose cut off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Denise. My plan is, I've got tags. Where did I put, I've got some tags. Where are they? Oh, I stuck them in somewhere. Oh, these tags. These things, I'm going to put tabby things on. I just haven't done that yet. I did those last week, and I have not done the tabby things yet. So,
Okay, I'm going to use some of Teresa's butterflies, I think, on this.
Teresa's butterflies or Andrea's butterflies?
These are
Oh no,
Teresa's.
those are Teresa's butterflies. Yep.
Yeah. I'm trying to decide if I want to, add something to make them into flutterbys, but
Or just make them butterflies.
or just make them butterflies. I'm
Yeah.
liking them just butterflies. They're just so pretty on their own. That
In
one
that
fits
package
better.
I sent you, I think there's some solid black ones. I'm not going to guarantee it, but I think I sent you some solid black ones. Oh, there, you've got a couple from Teresa, so that you
Yeah,
can. Yeah, that's.
I think that's pretty much all the solid ones I've got. What I'm trying to get to is one of these.
Thank
I
you,
was trying to
Denise.
get to one of those because they're so beautiful.
Oh yeah, those are beautiful ones. I think Lisa inks in her sleep too, but I keep forgetting to ink. I forgot to ink that last piece I put down last week or Tuesday, whenever it was I did that. But that's okay. You know, that's the way it is. It just goes that way once in a while. I think I have one of those lack of sleep headaches. But it's sunny and hot and steamy outside today, so it could just be one of those. It has decided to change its whole life out there today. It's back to being Florida. Um, we saw where the fire jumped the interstate yesterday. It's very noticeable. We now know more about the fire, the big fire. It was set on purpose. It was
Thank you,
supposed.
Denise. We have fun working together.
We do, yes, we do. Oh, thank you, Andrea. It's just one of those things, I just have, just that my brain is not functioning real well today. Uh, it's not near as much fun though as the day we laughed so hard with taking him behind the what's called, but um,
Uh,
but
I,
they
I have a question for you, real quick.
mhm.
Is that
Oh,
too many
that's beautiful.
butterflies?
No, you can't get too many butterflies.
Okay, well, that's kind of what I thought too.
But not only that, the tiny little solid black ones just make the others stand out more.
I agree. I love those tiny, tiny itty bitty baby ones.
Hmm. I told you Jeffrey punched out 60 of those little puppies for me the other day.
Well, that
Six.
is really cool. I need to find me one of those little punches.
Well, that one I've had that one a long time. Thank you, Denise. Andrea, yes, it's Andrea. No, you can't. Oh, Teresa says no, you can't get too many. Um.
Uh, I agree, Teresa.
Anyways, that control burn had been okayed by the county. The man's property, he had hired a company that does controlled burns. So he was paying someone to do that to
So
clear
it could
his
be done
property.
safely.
So it could be done safely. Because of the dryness, the county told the company they had to have so many people on staff. Apparently, they hired some staff that didn't know enough about what they were doing. It has destroyed 19 houses so far.
Goodness gracious.
Um, and I don't
They
know
still
what
haven't
else.
got it under control?
It's under control, but it's not out. Now, we've had rain a couple of times this week, so and once something gets under control or whatever, they don't they don't talk about it on the news as much.
Right, because they only want to tell the
Bad stuff, they don't want to say it's under control. The Hearst Hammock fire, which is actually closer to us and on this side of the water, when Violet was concerned and sent me a message or asked online about it, I had told her, yes, it's close. It's not that far away, and it could come this way, but the water's between us and that. So we're totally safe because it's not going to jump across the bayou. And but then out to the west of us, there was another fire that they're calling the Hearst Hammocks fire, and it's much smaller. And apparently, they've arrested somebody over it because apparently, whoever it was did it on purpose, but not, it was a malicious act.
Oh, goodness.
But they have had that one 100% contained for, I don't know, close to a week. I can't tell you exactly when it got all sorted out, but which is good because my brother-in-law's place is out there. But I don't think that it destroyed as many houses. It was not near as big, and of course it didn't interrupt the interstate travel. So the swamp fire actually jumped the interstate and shut the interstate down.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah. Yeah, a couple of times because it jumped back and forth a couple of different places. So it might have been easier had I inked this in the first place, but oh well. But I have a friend over towards the swamp fire that she went and got a U-Haul and had started loading her house up. She said she was going to stay home until they told her to go, but she went and got a U-Haul to be sure. Yeah. And I guess she didn't have to actually evacuate, but okay. So now these things need something.
That's true. That's true, Andrea. It only has to destroy one if it's yours.
That's right. Okay. So these things now that are on the sides of my book need something on them to make them happy. Oh, and I could, I suppose, use the one of those pages I glued down for what do you call it? But I think not. I think, and I had an idea the other day about one of my pages. Where did it go? Come here, come here. I can hear Lisa inking.
I'm inking. I had to make this a little bit smaller because it needs to go in this way.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Yeah, and it was sticking way out. Now it's sticking
Way
out a
out,
little bit,
but
but
not
that
way.
just decided my to have tabs or not to have tabs.
Okay,
So
okay. That made the decision, did it?
that made the
Okay.
decision for me.
I'm
It
a
also
tab
decided where I'm going to put my belly band. I'm going to put it over to the side instead of in the middle.
in the middle, yeah, because that way, yep, I can see that.
So, so see, that one thing made two decisions for me. Isn't that handy?
Well, and not only that, but making those decisions, um, you now can go on with those decisions and you can have more tabs and all that kind of stuff. Okay, that page has just gotten up and left. I just went through all those pages. It has to be right here with everything else. Oh, it's right here. Okay. Okay. Now then, let me see.
So Andrea is now Andy, huh? I have a really good friend that who's her name is Andrea Dayon, and she named her daughter Andrea Denise, and but Dayon always went by Dayon. I didn't even know her first name was Andrea until she had her daughter. But anyway, so when her daughter got ready to go to college, Dayon decided she was going to go back to school. So they both enrolled at Amarillo College to go to school, and they both enrolled as Andrea D. Bryan. So,
Oh my.
so they would get mail, and they would not know whose it was. But Dayon, Andrea uh, always went by Andy. The daughter always went by Andy. And she thought it sounded too childish, so she decided to be Andrea. And the mom said people would never know how to say Dayon, so she decided to be Andrea. And they they did that independently, didn't consult each other.
Didn't consult each other. Uh-huh.
Anyway, I thought it was cute.
Okay. Um, Now here's the thing. I think I want to paint these and then back them a little bit because I think I'm going to cut them out, fussy cut them out after painted, and because they kind of hang out a couple inches, but only parts of it will, like this.
Uh-huh.
Either that or I could cut it. I suppose I could cut it back further, but I really kind of like it sticking out.
So this is to decorate the back of your page, is that?
Yes, to decorate this part, but it's
Yeah,
going to actually stick out a little further. That's what I think I'm going to do.
I think that looks good. I'd been trying to decide what I was going to do. I first thought I might just do this,
I thought about that, but
but then it's like too much.
I was going to say it's too busy. I was
Yeah.
thinking this is going to be busy too, but I don't think I'm actually going to mess with that right this minute because I don't want to sit here and paint those right now. Um,
Yeah.
so
But you are planning to paint them?
I think I'm going to paint them completely, and because then they'll kind of be over the black and white.
Hey, Holly. Hi, Janice. I'm glad
The
y'all are
only
both here.
the only thing is that going to hide my little mouse?
Yeah.
The whole point was
Oh,
is
well,
not.
you're gonna have. Are you gonna fussy cut it?
Yeah, I was gonna fussy cut it, but and he'll show, but he won't show. It's gonna
Yeah.
be it's gonna be actually right over his ears, I
What
think.
about taking off the flowers on the very end and scooting it back?
Well, that's what I thought about too.
I think it'd be more stable that way anyway.
Yeah,
It will be pretty, whichever way you decide to do it.
it would be much more stable and it would work okay just that way because there's a good place to cut them off. I could take it off right here and right here. And these
Yeah.
two little pieces I could use for something else. Um, and and then it will almost all be actually on the page. I won't even have to back it or anything. And then the mouse will show. And maybe I'll put a little butterfly or something, you know, on each one of them a little bit. But I don't think I'm going to do that today because I just don't feel like painting. So I'm just going to leave that kind of unfinished. But it is finished. It's like, okay, those 2 pages are in. Hi, Patricia.
Hi, Patricia. We're glad you're
Holly
here.
Holly got a new car.
Oh, yay.
Well, I think she had trouble yesterday.
That sounds like a good deal.
Yeah.
I got my car back from the
Did you have a
shop
car back?
yesterday.
Yeah.
Not
Okay,
quite as
and
much fun as getting a new one.
now I have another page back here that because do I have any pockets back here? I don't think. Oh yeah, I have one pocket back here. I have this pocket back here. So, all right. So what am I going to do next? Are these dry enough to make tags? That will be my. Yeah, it's dry enough to make a tag. So I can cut that up.
Okay. I think I'm going to use this,
It's the
and I'm going to
newest
put
card
it on
I've ever
something so I
had.
can make it a tuck.
Oh, Holly, I've only ever had new cars because my daddy worked for the car company.
I had my very first car I ever purchased on my own was a new car. And I was so excited. I bought a new car. I bought a brand new car. It was only mine. And 2 weeks later, I hadn't even made my first payment on it yet. A motorcycle runs right down the side of it. He tried to turn in front of me, but I swerved enough that I didn't run over him. So he ran down the side of my car instead. It was very frustrating. It was like
That's worse than frustrating.
I don't have a new car. I have a ruined car.
Mm-hmm.
But and it was even more frustrating when I took it to the insurance company and they said, "Well, $600 more damage, and we'd bought you a new one."
Oh,
I said, "Can I just go kick it?"
that would have made me grumpy.
It made me grumpy. But I was 18 years old, and they don't care if you're 18 years old. They're not going to even listen to you.
Honey, they don't listen to you if you're retired in your 60s.
Well, that's probably true.
Because
But
we
the guy actually laughed at me.
oh, if he'd have laughed
I mean, he
at
was
me,
really rude about the whole thing. It was like he thought it was hilarious, this whole thing.
he'd have laughed at me, I'd have chewed him out. I'd have found his boss, and his boss and I would have had a discussion. And even at 20 years old,
discussion now, but at 18, all I could think of is if I say something, it's going to come out really bad, and then I'm going to look like the bad person. And so I didn't say anything.
Yeah, it's best not to say anything, but I have to tell you that apparently Margie, we went to the store yesterday, and I knew they were having an awful lot of people be very, very rude. Rude that they can't get elastic, rude that they don't have exactly what they want, rude that they're not letting them come into the store. Okay, well, when we got there, there was someone there, and apparently it's one of the people that has been rude more than once. And when I found out what she had said to Margie and Tammy, I told Margie, I said, Margie said, if she does it one more time, Tanya, she's going to be told to take her business elsewhere. And I have never told a customer in 42 years that. I said, I know you haven't, but I said, that's not a customer. That's a. But she's been very, very nasty person, I guess. But it's not, that's just not all of it, you know.
Yeah.
I don't understand why people just, I mean, if Margie says, I'm trying to get it, I can't imagine that people would not understand that, okay, you can't buy it elsewhere, anywhere else in town. Why do you think this little shop out in the middle of the woods would have it?
Yeah.
Okay. I just, I'm in love with this page, even though I did not want to cut it. I did not want to cut it out.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful just like that. And so, just like that. Mm.
Oh dear, Teresa. Oh, Lisa,
Yeah.
would would you would you say a prayer for Teresa's family? They're in Michigan. Can you
Oh,
read
goodness. Yes,
that?
absolutely. Dear Heavenly Father, we lift up Teresa and her family right now, particularly her family that's in Michigan and is um, having to deal with floodwaters. Lord, we pray protection over them. We pray that you will keep them safe from all harm, Lord, and give them a safe and good place to go so that they can be protected. And we pray that you will give them and their family peace, Lord. Just hold them in your hand. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Teresa, where are they at? We've been watching the flooding because Midland is where we went to Santa Claus school last fall. Many of the places we were last fall are flooded out. So, okay, how had I decided to do that? I had decided to cut a big one this way, big tall one this way. You're welcome, Teresa. More than welcome. Do I want to just cut 3 tall ones?
Sure. Thank you for telling me, Tanya, because I totally missed that comment.
I almost did. So, hi, Mary. And Mina, I don't know if I said hello. I don't know if I said hello to Mina. I don't know. I only have one top loading pocket, and I can put another tall one from that other page. I think I'll just cut one tall one right here, like so. How's this other one gonna cut? I might cut more tall ones from this other piece because I think I want a belly band too. Yeah. Okay. That's the answer. I'm going to cut one tall one from this and more tall ones from the other one.
Hi, Suzanne. We're glad you're here.
Mary was lurking. That's okay. Mina's fussy cutting. Yes, you got to, that fussy cutting stuff. I really like watching live streams and fussy cutting at the same time or doing this painting. I've been having fun with this coloring painting stuff. It's, you know, it's relaxing to sit and listen to a live stream and do this. Of course, last night I was, I don't know, going out in the world for some reason lately makes me very tired. I was tired yesterday afternoon. Almost had to go take a nap, but I had work to do, so I did not.
There's just an added stress right now.
Well, and we really didn't do
anything harder.
We didn't really do anything that stressful. If I wouldn't even have had to go to the store if Mom hadn't been out of medicine. It's like But it's like, okay, Mom, I told you not to do that. Don't be running out of stuff. It's not necessary.
It's not necessary. Yeah.
More than willing to go to the store for you. And it was so funny because usually I go into the pharmacy and I ask for Mom's medicine, and they ask me, the normal stuff that they ask you, but nobody has a clue that I'm not her.
Yeah.
They honestly don't know that I'm not her. So yesterday I went in and I asked the gal for the medicine, and and she said, what is her address or her birthday? And I'm like, I knew immediately she realized I was not Mom. And here I am wearing a mask, and whatnot. But yes, she knew I wasn't my mom. And I thought it was cute that this gal actually knew my mom. I said, yes, Mom hadn't left the house since the middle of February or March. I said, I took her out today for a ride and whatnot. But she said, yeah, your mom is so cute and so independent. She said, I wondered at what she was doing because she said, I hadn't seen her. And I said, well, I've been in a couple of times, but she's been doing a really good job of trying to make everything ordered where I don't have to make a bunch of trips to town. And she said, well, let us know if there's anything you need us to do. And I'm like, okay, well, sounds good. Well, I was really surprised that they kind of, because so much of the time they don't have a clue who I am or anything else.
Yeah.
Okay. That scrapbook cardstock has just enough moisture in it that it's not wanting to cut.
Like Scarlett said, I'll do it tomorrow, for tomorrow is another day.
Another day. There you go. Mm-hmm. Is that for the is it DAFA? Is that how she says it? For CARES auction?
Defy.
Defy. Thank you. Is that for the Defy auction journey that you've made she's made some kind of fabric roll?
Yeah, I think it's for the Defy auction. If I'm wrong, let us know what auction it is for.
It is, she says. Okay.
Okay, I think that's what I'm going to do.
You think that's what you're going to do, huh?
Yeah, I can't. I'm not sure what flower to put there. That's my issue. That one seems, I don't want it to take away from the tag, but I want it to, something to be there.
Yeah, I like the one you've put in there. Is that a wallpaper flower?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I like it. I think it goes nicely. It's not the same color as everything else, so it brings the color from your like you can see my finger and my pointing. Your belly band has sort of a peachy pink color in it, and
Yeah,
those
and that's why I was going to use this one because it's almost the same color.
Yeah.
But it
I don't know. I like the other one better. The other one shows up better or something.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. It doesn't hide in the page the way
Yeah.
this one does because so much of it's, light page color.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is the one we're going to use.
Okay. Well, I'm going to cut two tall cards, I think, and a belly band out of this. I think that's what I'm going to do, because your belly band made me want to make a belly band.
Well, that's what we do. Inspire each other back and forth.
Yep. There we go. So, oh, and I got a good poppy right there. I'll make this poppy right here. That one, let's move this over so that that poppy's really a good one in there for the belly band. That and these coloring pages are just the right height for belly bands too.
Yeah, that's easy to use, and you don't have to cut any of it off. And
Yep, yep. Come on, cut, 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 cut. There we go. All right, so thank you, Teresa. I'm glad that we do. All right, so that's the belly band over there. These are all tags, but of course they are a little bit all the same. So these two have some fairies. They could just be as they are, or they might
thank
get
you, Teresa. Thank you, Journey.
But they definitely need rounded corners, don't they? Since they're tags.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing is rounding the corners.
And then I'll have to ink them.
Yes, gotta do that.
Ink them.
Well, I mean, you don't gotta, but yeah, you gotta.
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, I gotta. I got it. Oh, that's not straight right there. No, it's not straight. Must have missed with the. Okay. You know, I told you it seemed like Jeff had been to the dump for a long time Tuesday.
Yeah.
He'd gone a long time. He said he said they had 3 lines of people dumping, which he said there's usually only one spot you can dump that kind of, it was just all yard waste,
Yeah.
limbs and leaves and stuff like that. They have special spots for that. He said they have 3 spots open for that right now. It was getting out because there was 8 people in front of him in the line getting out because we have to pay to dump that stuff. So they weigh you going in and then they weigh you coming out. And it took him that long. He said, it took me longer to get out than it did to go in and actually dump the trailer. And he has to shovel the trailer. He can't just dump it. It's a
wow,
a shovel-y thing, kind of. He has to stand in it and shovel it off. So he said he sat in line to get out. So okay.
Sorry.
It's all right, honey. Is that like a little tuck spot that you're doing for your other things?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, now I gotta see.
What?
What do you think about her on this big tag?
I think she's cute. Will she stick out or will she fit?
She will just barely fit. If I wiggle it just right, she fits.
Well,
I mean,
wiggling and then good skill to have.
yeah, seeing as how I didn't pay attention, I should have cut it just a little bit smidgy wider, but she fit. So I think I'll just, and I think black and white is how I will put her on there because I think that is, let's just cut her out and see. She won't take that long to cut out.
No, just one. Just
Just
one.
one
That
what?
was just one tag in here.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking I might put this one in, but it's a such thick chipboard that
That it's
it,
not going to go in there.
it wasn't a good plan.
Will it
It was
go?
going to make a
Will it
problem.
go? Will it go behind your other tag that's in your belly band?
No, I don't. I mean, it might, um,
But you won't like it.
but I won't like it. Yeah, I'll have to make a special pocket for it.
There you go. Yeah, Teresa, I have to hold my tongue just right for her to fit on there. And if I ignore exactly how long her fingers are, it would fit easier. But I don't want to give her any little stumpy fingers. So
Okay, well, there's 2 pages and some tags, so I'm
there you
feeling good.
go.
And now I want to let this sit and dry a little bit more before I shut it, and I'm gonna um, round these corners and ink them, and then I'll decide what to add to them.
All right. I probably should have inked these before I started adding because I'll forget, right?
Yeah, it's easy to do.
Well, and they are kind of busy, so you kind of got to find something that's not quite so busy when you start adding.
Yeah,
And the
I was
two,
thinking on at least one of these, I'm going to do some of those um, the the little fairies that Deborah and Janet sent that are on tissue paper and
oh, that's Well, we'll know if we got the ink activated completely, won't we?
yeah, yeah, that's the only scary part.
Yeah. Well, you could put that tissue paper down with glue stick. I have done it. It's just not as pretty.
Yeah, I've done it too, but I agree it's not as pretty.
It's just not as pretty. So, um, whatever we put on it needs to be something. Oh, you know what? I think there's a package that you sent. Didn't you send me some chipboard fairies?
I did, and I was just thinking how good those would look on here.
Uh-huh. Are they in
Yeah,
a padded envelope?
they are. There's
Because
something else in there too from
there's
Hannah
something else
Banana.
from Hannah. Oh, I'm
Yeah,
opening it right now. You guys want to see some Happy Mail? If Hannah Banana sent me something, I am opening it right now. It just got out of quarantine today, so that is why I hadn't opened it.
I called her that the other day, and she said, "Mom, that's what you called me when I was 6."
Yes, uh-huh. Well,
I said, "You're right," and every once in a while since then.
every once in a while, just every once in a while. Well, don't tell her I said it because that will embarrass her, and that would be nah. Oh dear,
Well, if
she
I
may
did
be
that, she would
watching.
have to know I said it in
Oh
in
no,
screen.
she
So
she may be watching. I'm sorry, Hannah. I apologize, but I have to open your Happy Meal. Oh, like Lisa's Happy Meal is not important. I'm sorry. That's not true. Oh
that's
dear.
okay.
Oh, okay. Let me see if I can cut it right there. I think I can. It's just it had got. I went out to get the today's mail, and I always move the mails. They have their spots, you know, and this was the mail coming out of quarantine today. So,
well, yay.
this one's from Hannah, right?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Oh, guys. Oh, look at this. Oh, that is absolutely beautiful. It's a thank you note for the books I sent her.
She said, I hope she can read it at least good enough to figure out it's a thank you note.
Well, distractible. She's just too distractible. She's so cute. Isn't that beautiful, guys? That's just beautiful. Now, what did she use, Lisa?
She used
Like a white
white
pencil?
and gray and black, I think, Prismacolor pencils.
Okay. Because it is just exquisite and elegant. I have to put that in my happy book later. I gotta which by the way, Andrea, I didn't do a page with your happy mail the other day, which is not what I intended. I intended to go back and do a page with your happy mail. Now, I kind of knew something was in here that, I mean, I know part of what's in here. So, ooh, but there's other stuffs in here. Oh, Lisa.
I used that to package your um your little chipboard things so they would be safe.
Oh my gosh, Lisa, this is gorgeous. When did you make this?
I made it one of my live streams when I was doing scrappy stuff, using up scraps.
Oh, and it may have been one of the days when I went to bed early. Oh, in this, well, I like your scrappy stuff. This is what I thought she was sending me, guys. And I'm thinking that, wouldn't that be gorgeous on there? Not on that one because that's got a fairy.
Yeah.
But on here, look at this. Isn't that'd be.
I think I'm going to do that with a couple of mine.
Well, if I saw you make this, I don't remember. Look at that. Ooh, that is precious. I love how you tore all the edges, and oh, there's another one in there. Oh, that's just beautiful. Thank you, Lisa.
You're very welcome.
I'm going to have to do a happy mail video, but so I may leave these in here so that I can do a happy mail video and make a happy page. I may have to make a happy page.
Well, just get out the ones you want to use, and
and then I can make a page in my book with one of them. Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Made by Lisa 5-4. I can go back and watch when you made it. But I love its cover too.
I like those little poems out of that friendship book.
Yeah, one of the very pleasant things about friendship, the do you remember moments. I like that. Thank you, Lisa. And tell Miss Ann I loved her little her thank you note. It's beautiful.
I will tell her.
But I'm glad I thought about that package because I think that is just.
I tried to send you some different sizes so they wouldn't all be the same size.
But I think that's just lovely. Although if I put her up here, Then when I took her, where did my book go? My book has gone off to Never Never Land. If I put her up there, where's the page now? When I tuck her in the page, will she show? I can leave it kind of hanging out so it'll show. Put this one
She's
in
stiff
behind.
enough that she could probably take that, whereas some other things might not.
Yeah. So I think I'll put her on the top of it. And put her in there like that so that she... And I think this one I'm just going to leave it as it is. Very simple. And then this one is going to get this little girl on it. So that's 3. That's the really tall ones.
I didn't check. I think both of my tall ones have fairies on them, but I didn't check about that. I just stuck them in here. Yeah, they do. Okay. I thought they
Hello,
did.
Lab Accident. We're glad you're here. It's nice to have you pop into our stream. If you've been lurking in the past, or if I haven't noticed you before, I apologize. Do you have a name you would rather be called besides Lab?
We've got a place we write it down so that we will remember.
We try to remember.
We try to remember.
Oh, you do more illustrative.
Anna.
Lab or
That's
Anna?
a pretty name.
Okay. Anna is a pretty name. We'll tell you that we're not very. I'm not definitely not a watercolorist, if that's the right way to say that. But I've been
we're amateurs.
Yes, we're definitely amateurs.
We just have fun with it.
And what we've been using to color these pages is actually Inktense pencils. I'll show you one of my favorites. That's my favorite page.
Yeah, that's my favorite page too.
And to me, it's kind of this one is kind of watercolory too. They're kind, they're coloring pages though. They're definitely not illustrative because don't do that. But welcome, we're glad you're here.
Well, cool. We will try. Do you do videos? Because we would like to find your channel and watch you if you do videos.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, thank you, Andrea. Yes, we're making fairy journals. Here, I'll give you a quick little a quick. These are some of the coloring pages that I've used, cut up, put back together to make tags and things, and pockets. We're using a book from Cecily Mary Barker, and we're using wallpaper books and stenciling and stamping and just
everything we can think of.
Anything we could get our hands on. It was fairy themed, and we've done image transfers, and this right here is from a pop-up book that we deconstructed a pop-up book a couple weeks ago. No, that was last week, wasn't it? It was last Tuesday.
It was last week. Yeah.
We laughed so hard it was unreal. We're using napkins with stenciling behind it. We're making pockets with our and tags. So we're doing an altered book. And with fairies. Well, Anna, we would love for you to join our Facebook groups so that you could show off some of your art.
Yeah.
This is another part of the pop-up book. Let me see. Then there was, oh, this is the color, some of the coloring pages from last Tuesday. This is, I cut one page apart and made a couple of pages in my book. And then this is another coloring book page. And this one is a pocket. It's got a image transfer and part of the coloring book page. And pockets and tucks things. Some of these things came from other people. They've been sending us sweet things. This one came from Janet. This came from Janet. This came from one of the books we're using. So we're kind of deconstructing other books and then altering this book to make it do what we want it to do. I made a little door in my thing when I deconstructed that part. And then I just put these two coloring pages in. This is a window image transfer we did. And right now we're working with coloring pages and making tags.
Yes, we're glad you're here. We're not trying to make you uncomfortable by singling you out. We do that to everybody. We just want you to belong if you want to belong.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I like those.
Oh, those are cute. And see, the black image really stands out on that busy page. I'm really glad that you were thinking of those, and you were thinking of me that you sent those.
Well, you're very welcome. Now I got to find some place to put them. Once again, I have 3 tags that I need to find a place to put. I've got for 2 and made 2 more.
Well, some of that might fit in your belly band. You know, you've only got one tag in your belly band, so
I know, but I like that. Of course, I might could.
You can tuck
what
some
I need
of that.
Is another one that goes this direction.
Oh, like another tag that goes that direction.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I could put something on this one that goes this direction and put it in there.
Okay. There you go.
Oh, well, we're glad, Anna, because we don't want to make you feel awkward. We're glad you don't get super awkward. Okay. Now what to do to this tag?
I'm surprised you haven't had to turn your air conditioner on.
Well, I did turn it on. When I was muted coughing a minute ago, I turned it on, but it turned itself off, so it evidently doesn't think it's as hot in here as it feels to me.
Okay. See, she fits just right.
Oh, yay. Yeah, that looks good.
She fits just right. Yes.
Oh, I have some. I don't know if they'll show up, though.
What?
Some little bitty fairies that I fussy cut and inked, but they don't show up. It needs to be black.
Oh. That's a good thing you said inked.
Ink, Tanya.
My ink gene does not function. It doesn't function. I don't know why. Oh,
and it's a bird on here.
You can equate her to the Disney princess that shares her name, and she even has red hair. Well, I certainly don't have any red hair anymore. Of course, it was never really red, but
yeah. Mine would go a little bit tinged red in the summer If I got out and swam a lot, it would go red. And if I tried to dye it brown, it would go red. But both my kids have pretty red hair.
Well, when I was in high school, I can't remember exactly getting my hair cut, possibly for my senior pictures or somewhere along the line. The gal that cut my hair told me that she had customers that always asked what color she colored my hair. And because it was that kind of henna color that came out of a bottle, right?
Yeah.
Except that by the time I was graduating from high school, the sides of it were already very gray. So it kind of looked like, my gray was growing out, and that's, that I would have had colored hair. Anyhow, by the time I turned 23, it was darn near white all the way around. So, and I colored it one time, and it felt so odd to me to be colored. And I knew that if I colored it, I was going to be coloring it constantly because it used to grow really fast too.
Yeah.
So I colored it once, and that was it. Now, in recent years, I've thought about making it purple and turquoise, and not all of it, just parts of it. Back when I was doing shows, and a lot of the girls were wearing streaks of colors in their hair. I have a friend whose hair is jet black, and it will always be jet black because it's in her genes. We took the color out of her hair one night and put purple in it, but it just never happened. And then we got in a wreck, and I don't do shows anymore. So okay, that's where I'm going to glue her on in just a minute, but I might as well ink while I have the ink thingy out here. It went almost brown when I was about to 10. Uh-oh, Andrea, what? What did I do? Sparkle, sparkle, sparkle. What did I do? Oh, my husband brought me presents.
Just remembered these.
Okay. Okay. I only need one, but that's... You want me to choose? Is that the deal?
Do you want one for the form, or do you want to try to use them as they are?
I wanted to try to use it as it is. I have one I can use with paper wrapped around it.
Well, they're different grits and things.
Okay. Well, I'll look at them later and pick one.
I think they're wanting you to put sparkle on it.
Sparkle on the wings?
I think so. They're saying sparkle, sparkle, and then they're trying to get your attention. And that's all I can. Yeah, sparkle on the wings. That was the only thing I could find that.
Okay, I hope that's what it is, guys. Yes, Anna, that's what I was thinking. Violently purple. That's what I was... You almost had my attention. Okay, what is it? Oh, how fun, Anna. Sorry, guys. Jeffrey brought me presents. I mean, when your husband brings you presents, that's the most important thing in the room.
That's true. What did he bring you?
Sanding blocks and sanding paper.
Cool.
I asked, the sanding block I had in here is too thin, and is that what we're talking about though, guys? Do I need to put sparkle on her wings? And Barbara says, and the right kind of presents too. Yes, he brings me fabulous presents. I told you he brought me a ladder the other day. It's huge. I could climb up to the ceiling with it. He's also really good. He's taking out the trash.
Okay.
Just Andrew says, just give me the cutout. She'll put sparkle on it herself. Yes, sparkle. Why not live a little? Okay, the problem is that I don't have any sparkle. Oh, let me go see if what sparkle I have. I'll go look in the drawer and see if I can find something. Because I didn't like that paint the other day. That paint just was too thick. It seems to me I had some glitter somewhere. I know I have glitter, I just don't know where it's at. Okay. Okay, now is that's just glitter.
Now you know how Eileen feels. I don't know. We didn't know it was a requirement. I just happened to have some.
What, glitter?
Yeah, she said, how could Tanya start a fairy journal and not have any sparkle?
Well, I have sparkle. It's just about being able to use it. It's about, what kind of sparkle I have. Ooh, that might be pretty. Okay. Okay. I have copper sparkle. I have, of course, I think this is embossing powder. I don't know if it's, no, it says, it's just glitter. So, heaven only knows where I got that, when I got it, or anything else. So, I have some sparkly stuff. We'll just have to look at it now. Iridescent
Okay.
sparkle. We need iridescent sparkle. Okay. Yes, it's requirement. All right. We don't want copper. That's too dark. Silver. Okay. This one is polyester glitter. And it says Aurora dust. How's that sound? This
That
one,
sounds good.
what this one is, it doesn't say what it is, but it's about the same thing. So we'll use the Aurora dust.
Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and try a light coat of the Mod Podge stuff and see if it'll work.
Okay. I've got embossing powder elsewhere. I mean, in other stuff. Andrew doesn't know what I was thinking, to start a fairy journal without glitter. Yes, I know. Last week, when I had to go to the awful place of Walmart, I went in the Dollar Tree to see if they had that glitter glue like Lisa has. But they didn't. So now, we need to find out, am I putting it just on her wings? Where am I putting her sparkle? You have to tell me, because I'm probably going to use this iridescent medium to glue it down. It's pitiful not to have sparkle. Okay, just pitiful. On the wings, Andrea says. On the wings. Okay. Well, we also need a piece of paper so that we can dump the mess back in. This is why I don't do sparkle so well, because, sparkle means that you have mess everywhere. Okay. on the wings. And we'll start with iridescent medium underneath the sparkle. Put it on the hem of the dress too. Okay, that sounds like a good idea. Shall I put a little around her neck?
Okay, I think I got away with it.
Teresa says send it to her and she'll oh, that's beautiful, Lisa. Give it up. I'm going to glitter on you for the rest of the year. Yes, I know. It's a fairy journal. Okay. Yeah, so far I have just glittered one thing. And I honestly hate this iridescent medium for the fact that it comes out. Too much of it comes out at one time, but we'll see if we can get it out without making too big of a mess. Of course, I inked her, so now I got ink all over it too.
And a little on the tips of her hair, Teresa says.
Okay. The nice thing
While
is
you're doing it, might as well go for it.
Okay.
Okay. Move that for now, and I've got this one has a little fairy on it, so I don't have to put a fairy on it. But I think I'm going to add a butterfly.
That's what I was thinking on mine. I would add just a little bit of a butterfly.
So okay, what did I do? There it is.
Okay, we got to get it on there before it. Oh, come on now. Don't tell me you're not going to open. Oh, it's taped.
I think I'm going to see how these.
I never was good with glitter. That's just never been my my. Come on, open.
I think I'm going to see if I can get one of these dragonflies to look good on there.
Okay, guys, do I have enough glitter on her?
She's pretty glittery. Do it right or go home, she says.
Go big or go home. So, okay. Oh, but she is pretty. Oh, she's pretty.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, she did come out good. Okay, now we got to turn her over and. Now, I think, honestly, I think the iridescent medium does add to it. Oh, dear. You guys are not going to believe this. Look, she has a hole where I missed it. Oh, we have to fix that. We cannot have that.
Well, Holly's going to get her wish. She just said a wee more glitter.
A wee more glitter. Okay. Well, we're going to go in there with glitter glue, though, because I'm afraid that I'll not get the iridescent medium in there properly. So we'll just do glitter glue on those places. And okay.
Oh, shoot. Don't do that.
Don't do what? What's going on?
Well, I'm tearing out some of these little dragonflies that you sent me, and they keep trying to fly over there into where the fairies are and all that wet Mod Podge. I'm like, don't go over there.
No. Who did? Oh, those dragonflies. I was going to say,
Yeah,
did I not
green
cut them
ones.
out?
Do what?
All right. I was going to say, did I not cut them out? I think she's good. She's good. She's good. Now to clean up the mess. Am I going to put any?
I don't know.
I
I
don't
haven't
think I want.
decided if I'm going to put any on those or not either.
Yes, Teresa says yes. Okay, well, let me put this back in the bottle so that I can get it dumped out again. Okay, now the bottle was half empty when I dumped it out, but now it's full.
It was all packed, I guess.
Probably because it hasn't been used in 20 years, so, you know. Okay. All right, so if I'm going to do that, I might as well figure out what else I'm going to put glitter on while I'm putting glitter. So I'm going to put that on this. I was thinking on one of these, I had set out one of the tiny little black butterflies. Not butterflies, but ladies, fairies. There was one that was out. Oh, I don't see it. So, oh, it might be in that other tub. Oh, yeah. No, of course not. Okay, so.
Yay, Barbara.
What did she do?
Just finished 2 pages.
Yay, she's doing better than I'm doing today. I rolled on Tuesday. Now I'm just not getting much done. It's just the way it works, though. Oh, there it is. No, that's not it. Okay. Yeah, not a big deal. I'll get one out from here.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to use, one of those. So we will have to glitter her up a little bit because I'm going to put her on this tiny tag. Mm-hmm. So
Not sure how this is going to look. You can see the flowers through the dragonflies, but I'm going to put them on there anyway.
oh, I think that's cool. Lori is here. Hi, Lori. Oh, Paint Girly came in, hon.
Hi, Lori. We're glad you're
Okay,
here. Sorry we missed you.
since I'm glittering her, am I glittering all of her or just her wings? Remember, she's going on this tall tag that's very busy. Anna says the dragonflies have translucent wings anyways. I'm going to glitter all of her. She's going to be all glittery. Her feet and wings. Her feet and wings, okay? Okay.
Alrighty. There's another one.
Okay. She is going to town in there. Yeah, Laura says she just got here. Okay, come on now. Don't squish all over. You can't lay this stuff down because that tube just goes everywhere.
Yeah, I was just sitting here thinking that I shouldn't have glued mine down because it'll be a lot harder to get that glitter on them now without it sticking to the whole thing.
Yeah, that's why I decided to do it this way.
But I may try anyway.
Well, there you go.
I'm thinking about it. Thinking.
Okay. And now her little feet. Like she's got on little.
Kind of through these fairies too. Not bad, but a little bit.
That's all right too, because
you don't see through them as much on the camera as you do in person.
They're ethereal. Isn't that the right word? Did I say it right? Ethereal. Thank you.
Ethereal.
That's the word I'm trying for that, I can't pronounce. Okay. Now she's just going to get it everywhere. She's probably going to be stuck everywhere too, so. Okay. Come on now. I need a little more glue. There we go.
I think I'm going to try.
Do you think she's got enough glitter, guys?
I think she's pretty glittery. This is really big glitter, so I'm not sure how it will look. Do you think that's too big to try? I have smaller. I just thought the big might be fun.
The only thing about the big is what you're going to do with it. Those little tiny lines on the wings might not take as much, where the solid black one over there might be the better one to do the big glitter on. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. All right, we're going to try it. And I guess I'm just going to use art glitter glue.
That just came out perfect. Have you got,
she looks beautiful.
Matte medium?
I do, but I think I can be more precise with this tip than I can be with a paintbrush.
Okay. The big will be harder to work with, Lisa. But Holly says, just do it.
Just do it.
So
okay.
She came out beautiful. I think she's gorgeous.
We're just going to try it, see.
She'll be on here.
Oops. I already messed up and got it on her head.
Well, I guess she's got a head for glitter. Okay, now this one is hiding underneath that giant pile. Okay. And she's, very glittery. She no longer is going to show up. That's for sure. She might when she dries. Because she's going on here. See, now you can't see her. I may have to put her on something else.
Yeah.
I should have left her solid. See?
Well, when she dries, she might show up better.
She might. I'll wait till she dries. I'm going to put the glitter away now before I get it all over the floor. A bug guy come in on Tuesday and wonder what has gotten all over my floor. We haven't had any more of those bugs that we're finding, so.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. Teresa says she will show up when she gets there. When we get there. So, okay, so this one has a lady. This one has a lady. This big one has a little girl. So we got fairies for all of those. Now I got this one, and I'm thinking that it has a fairy already, and this one has a fairy already. So maybe I will put a butterfly or something on those to go with the fairies.
I hope this looks better when the glue dries.
Well, this is really pretty, but I'm kind of the opinion I wish I had left it black.
Yeah. Well, after doing this one, I'm leaving the other one black for sure.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so there's a little black butterfly that I can put on this one.
Okay,
Maybe I
this needs
need
to
a little
dry.
baby to go with it. Oh, that's a pretty gold butterfly that I could probably put on with this one. Nope, doesn't show up at all. This butterfly. Okay, come on. Tiny black butterflies, where are you? I've only got 58 of you left because I used some of you.
Only 58?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I even got 58 because, I didn't count how many I used. I just used. There we go. Oh, and this one he brought to me, he told me it was defective.
Oh.
I said, don't worry. What I will do is I will put it with a friend who is not defective. See, now
There
the
you
friend
go.
covers up his defection.
That's good. Hi, Maria.
Or his, what do you call that? Discrepancy or whatever he is. I don't know. Okay. Yes, hello, Maria. All right. Let's see here. Okay. We got butterflies.
Yay.
Yay.
All right.
That's too
Now
many.
I've got to figure out what I'm going to do with these pages.
I like one of these. No. These coloring pages were really busy.
Well, I got to ink them. That's the first thing.
Got to ink them. Okay.
Got to
Oh,
ink them.
I didn't ink those. Yes, that's true. I did not ink them. Okay, get back in there, butterflies. I took all of my little butterflies and then I stamped out or I punched out a whole bunch of stuff because I was like, okay, this is in my scrap bin and needs to get used. So I made punches of butterflies because, and I have butterflies. And now I have a little full tub of just butterflies. Although the other day I noticed that a flower had gotten in there somehow. Don't know. Not supposed to.
Well, did you take it out?
Yes.
All right,
It's
then.
sitting over here to the side.
It's in timeout.
It's
You
in
went where you
timeout.
weren't supposed to.
Well, I went through 3 tubs and I sorted out the butterflies and the flowers to different tubs so that I could find them when I wanted them. Okay, guys, I now have silver glitter, copper glitter, purple glitter, iridescent glitter, something that's really old, probably white, and a tube of something that I don't know if it's any good or not. We'll have to try it out on something. So I got it all out, so I will put it in the fairy journal box.
Okay, you have sparkle now.
I have sparkle now, yes. I knew I had that kind of sparkle, but that stuff you used last week or week before, it looked so easy.
Yeah, it is easy to use. I like it better, but it doesn't show up as much, so it's kind of more delicate.
Yeah.
Because of that, but
see, you got smart and are inking those before you put them in, but I will tell you the edges of your page you'll want to ink too because they show.
Yeah, that is sure, because I folded mine where they would actually sit inside it a little bit, so I'll definitely need to ink them.
Well, one of mine does and one of mine doesn't, so that's okay. But the little mouse's nose had to come out, so.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
And I should have gotten that other page painted last night, but I was tired.
Well, we're using quite a bit of coloring stuff as it is, so you might not even need it. But you can add it later.
Well, I'm going to put those on the fold outs of the page, the flat pages like you're working on right now.
I'm
going to put those 2 pieces on those on the back sides where it's blank. I cut them off that page, and but I want to paint them, and I didn't want to sit here and paint them. So
Yeah.
okay, so now, oh, I got these over here, and they both need inked. So we were inking. I wonder how long that's going to take to dry.
Yeah. A while, I bet.
Mm-hmm. Bye, Holly. We'll see you later, hon.
Bye-bye, Holly. Where are you in Texas? And I'm in Amarillo. Are you a neighbor or are you, a million miles away?
Yeah, Texas is a big place.
Houston. Yeah, you're about as far away as you can get. Not quite, but pretty far down there.
My kiddo was born in Austin. Did you all know that?
I didn't know that.
Yep. Jeff worked for the LBJ Library when we were in Austin. He was a photographer.
I do remember you saying that.
Yeah, there was two of them.
Yeah.
And Brandon was born at the big hospital in Austin. And we had a tiny, tiny little house there. Tiny. 800 and some square feet. It was tinier than the trailer we had when we lived here.
Yeah, the little apartment that we lived in when we moved in behind Mom and Dad, before we ever had kids, to help with my grandparents. I had one grandmother that was living in the house with Mom, and then the other one that was living in the house that we're living in now next door. And we moved into that little apartment. And if you include the garage, and the garage was two single garages. They didn't have a wall between them, but they had posts in between them and separate doors,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
If you include both of those, it was 900 square feet.
Yeah.
And it had one bedroom, a nice size bedroom, a nice size living room for such a little apartment, and a really nice kitchen as far as size wise goes. So we took in one side of the garage and made a little bedroom for the kids. And then the other side we used as a playroom, laundry room, storage area. We used every inch of that 900 square feet. And we moved over here when Hannah was almost 3. She had just about to turn 3.
Oh, how fun.
And we really enjoyed living in that little apartment. I still would much rather have that kitchen than the one I have now, but this house is bigger. It's definitely better for us because the kids can have their own bedrooms for one thing. But it was we had fun living there. The kids didn't want to move when we moved over here.
Uh-huh.
They liked living there.
Uh-huh.
It was like, if this was it was like garage, bedroom, bathroom, living room, kitchen, and so to get to the kids' bedroom, you went through our bedroom or through the garage, and the bathroom was in the tiny little hall right here, and so there was like a circle so they could chase each other, around the circle.
Yeah. And when we moved back here, of course, we're going to have a house. We didn't intend to live in the house. We were living in the motorhome, and that was the plan. But we have furniture, and so we looked for a house because um, climate controlled storage costs a lot of money. And we have some antique furniture that my son's not ready to take yet. And yet I know he's going to want, because of how it's been handed down. We know exactly where it came from, that kind of thing. Including a desk that's still at my mother's house right now, but that my grandfather actually milled the trees, the logs, to make the wood, to make the library tables, that then when the library was discarding the tables, he took the tables and turned it into one of the tables and turned it into a desk. I mean, that's the kind of furniture we got.
That is amazing. Yes, you cannot
Yeah.
get rid of that.
You can't get rid of it, and yet climate control storage costs a lot of money. So our intention was to find us a postage stamp size house on a postage stamp size yard that just had a little bit of a spot we could park the camper, because that's what we were living in. And we couldn't find anything. We couldn't find anything. We couldn't find anything. We couldn't find anything. And houses were selling so fast that every time we'd look at one, then by the time we would say, okay, well, we'd like to see this a second time, just to see it one more time and see how it's laid out or whatever, it would be gone. I mean, just literally that fast. And so when we saw this house, even though it wasn't a tiny house, because it's about 1,700 square feet or so, and it's on a big yard. We've got 1/4 of an acre or so, which we did not want a big yard, but it was in the right price range, and of course it wasn't livable. But we bought it the same day we saw it. We saw it in the morning. We called our realtor over the weekend, said this house went on the market Friday. We need to see it Monday morning, and we were back at his office putting an offer in on it Monday by lunchtime, and they accepted it by Tuesday morning. And then we come to find out that somebody Tuesday afternoon put an offer on the house, and they couldn't take above our offer, but they couldn't take it because it was a repossessal, Fannie Mae repossessal, and the federal government says that they have to take, if they've taken an offer, they can't take it back. There's no take backsies in that kind of a.
Well, there shouldn't be take backsies anyway.
No, there shouldn't.
Once you accept an offer, it should be done.
Right. Anyway, so but there was 2 or 3 offers Tuesday. If we had not done what we did and offered the money, well, so then we put in our motorhome pad, and we're going to live in the motorhome, and Jeff's just going to fix it, a little at a time. And then we get in a wreck, and we have to have a house because we're homeless. So all of a sudden, he's fixing this house in a hurry. There we go. Okay,
but at least you had it.
Yes, at least we had it. I mean,
we
had
cute.
She's just perfect. She's perfect, guys.
I agree. I have a question for you.
Okay.
Go ahead and finish your story first, if you want to.
I was going to say, we had to sleep on Dad's floor for several months because, the house was not livable. But, okay, I'll answer your question. Let me see.
Okay. I meant to put these front and back of this page, because I don't want one next to this.
Yeah.
Somehow that just doesn't go together.
No.
But I accidentally, because I was inking this side too, I put it on here. So I don't know whether to go ahead and put this one here and just let them go ahead and open up like this, or whether I should go ahead and put this one over here like I had, I'd planned to have this one over here and just open this way and have something that it could, that wouldn't bother it if it opened up into it.
Yeah. Heck, it's kind of like whatever you do. The only thing I will say is having a bunch of single pages makes it hard to figure out what you're going to do with those pages.
I know.
And that's why
No.
that would make me lean toward putting it with the other page.
Yeah.
But I don't think I like it like that.
I don't either. I wish I had. Well, I may just refold. Can I refold? Let's see if I can refold it.
You're going to glue it down, so refolding it shouldn't hurt.
Yeah. Well, I did it the way I did it because I can't. All of her wouldn't show. But if I can get that much of her, I think it'd be okay.
Well, and she's kind of looking at the other one,
Yeah.
which is kind of cute. I like the pages together better that way.
I do too. Let's just do it.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. This is why you art with friends.
That's right. Otherwise, Tanya wouldn't have glitter in her fairy book. See, we would have terrible issues because Tanya wouldn't have any glitter.
And it wouldn't be half inked.
It would, yeah, half of it definitely wouldn't be inked. I do like her sparkly slippers.
Let me see. Oh yeah, I hadn't even noticed that. Yes, that's
I
cute.
just said to do her feet, so I did her feet.
It was a good idea.
Mm-hmm. Now she may not be dry on top, but I can get her glued down. These are really wonderful, Lisa. They're kind of thick, but
They're really thick, but they're not unusably thick.
no,
But they're
no,
sturdy thick.
they're sturdy thick. So, and you got these on Amazon.
Uh-huh.
You might want to put in a link for somebody that.
Yeah, I can do that. I can do that.
These are chipboard, guys. They're
There's 22 of them, and every single one of them is different, which was the thing that made me go ahead and buy them. And they're several different sizes. I also had a some credit, so I didn't have to pay full price for them, which was the other thing that made me go ahead and buy them.
aha. Okay.
Hopefully that'll work. Will that link take y'all somewhere? Tell me if it works or not.
Let me see. I don't know if it
From
will.
in here, it doesn't.
No, from
Or
in
at
here
least
it
not
doesn't.
for me.
Yeah, Teresa, I think her pretty little feet are adorable. Okay, so now I have these two. Let me think. This tiny little fairy was going to go on this one. Is this right? Okay, I got to switch ears again. Okay, but now she doesn't show up. I don't think she shows enough, does she? If I put her up there, does
No,
she
she
show?
really doesn't.
She doesn't show enough, so I'll have to use her for something else. Not a biggie, but I'm going to go find one that I can use on there. I can't move the boxes. Oh. That's right. Don't make your whatever you did yesterday worse. It takes her to Amazon.com creative embellishments.
That should be it. Yep. Creative embellishment, scrapbook, laser cut, chipboard fairies, mega pack, 22 pieces.
I'm just going to find another one and put it on plain. Or I do have these. How does this box open? I don't think these will work, though. I don't think they will show up enough either. Don't forget your chipboard butterflies when you're looking for things.
Yeah, I was just looking for them a minute ago, and I'm trying to figure out where I put them. I thought I set them right in this box where I've got everything else, but I haven't been able to find. I left them in the envelope, so they should be easy to find. But because I'm thinking I wanted to use them on here,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
and so I'm going to look for them again in a minute. But I moved some stuff really quickly so my son could use the studio after I got through streaming,
Uh-huh.
and I I may have not stuck them where I thought I stuck them. I guess that's what I'm trying to say.
Uh-huh. There, how about that?
Oh, that's cute. Yes, I like it.
Just put one little butterfly on there.
Well, I have one of these pages that's sticking out a little bit too.
I just put washi tape on the back of it and made it look like it belonged there.
Yeah, well, I'm fixing to try the same thing here. Oh,
Okay, what was this one then? If that one was supposed to be that, what was this one supposed to be? I guess I didn't have anything out for that one yet.
oh, Hannah
Oh,
took my
I
washi tape inside.
guess what? These butterflies have pretty on both sides.
Oh, well, the darker one will show up better.
Yeah, but you know they'd be cute in
Could you peel off the back and then use it somewhere? And because since you're going to gluing down the chipboard would work fine.
we'll see. You can just put that back in the cupboard in the spare bedroom. You saw where I got it from, right?
The chef and
Yes, it was in the chef and robe. You just shove it back in there. Are you all right?
yeah, I went through a big shower.
Just wore out?
Yeah, this feels like it's probably 90 degrees out there.
It probably is. No, only 87. That's not quite 90 yet. Well, what's the humidity? Let's see what the humidity is. Only 67%. 67%
Oh,
humidity.
I say that, but then I wish we had something wet.
Jeffrey, I didn't hear the last part. Well, I guess it wasn't important. He needed a piece of string earlier. So he came in and he goes, "Do you have any string? It'll probably get a little dirty." I said, "I have something, but I don't want it back." Whatever you use of it, I don't want it back. I have a big old spool of scratchy yarn, nasty yarn that I gave him that I use like string quite a bit. So I was like,
I had them tucked inside my fairy zine that you sent me, so I need to put that in a pocket too. So I'm going to take it out, but okay.
okay, now you know it's not like I don't have enough butterflies that I couldn't have just glued it down and ignored the fact that it had a pretty back on it.
Well, but if you can use both sides, why not?
Well, your idea of tearing off the back looks like it's working perfectly. So far it's coming off in one piece.
I think I like this one just sticking out there.
Oh, that's cute. And it'd make a cute little like tabby thing to open it.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
And I may use this one the same way up here.
Oh, that's pretty like that. Uh-huh.
But now I need I think some flowers.
Yeah, I think so.
I think so. I think so. And where do I put these? Because I don't want to
Okay,
lose them
Teresa,
again.
go get to feeling better. Teresa's got a bad headache. It's turning into a migraine.
Bye bye, Teresa. Go lay down. This
Anyways,
is
he
the
was,
butterfly. These butter are some of the butterflies Tanya sent me. Aren't they lovely? Lovely, lovely.
and if you ask me where they came from, I don't. My sister got them, and they possibly could have come from the dump. It's hard telling. She could have bought them for herself, decided she wasn't going to use them, or she could have found them at the dump, at the free cycle place.
All right.
Because
If I ask you where those butterflies are, Tanya, the
yes,
extra ones,
uh
they are
huh,
in
they're
the envelope with the green dragonflies.
okay.
Okay.
In the envelope with green dragonflies.
Yeah. See, this works out so good that they're colored on both sides because I can just stick that tab out
I was
there.
going to say it's going to be a cute little tab.
Yeah.
And I told you that I thought I needed butterflies on mine when I did it. Um, I'll show you what I decided on. Where'd it go? There, where are they? They're in the back somewhere. That much I remember. There they are. Um, that I was going to put these pieces on here.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to put them on there like that. I could choose some of the smaller butterflies and stick, because I want to put a couple of butterflies on here too. I
Yeah.
could put the, sticking out like that, because I think that tabby thing sticking out would be cute. But you could also put them on this part. And if you only glued it on this piece that's going to open, it would open to the other side of your page,
Yeah. That's true.
which would be cute too. So
It would
we'll
be.
we'll see when I get these painted, because I'm not painting them right now. I'm just not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not. I have one more tag to make though. I have to do something to this. Oh, and I didn't do my belly band yet. Golly. So I have to do this and this.
Okay.
Andrea's got to go too. Bye, hon.
Bye, Andrea. Thanks for coming.
It's 3:45 already. The time just goes loop and it's
Yeah.
gone.
Yes, it does.
Okay, so I have some of those too. And I have, oh, that one is so pretty. That might be it. I think this one came from Janet. But what I really like
On the
about it is,
pattern paper?
yes,
Yeah.
and
That,
and it's got the words.
yeah. That's pretty.
I think that's what I'm going to put on this one. Okay. Oops. I tore it. But I especially like it because it says edge of the fold, and then it has something about border sabra dolbez. So I'm assuming that it means put on the fold. Barbara, you're posting over on Lisa's channel, or you mean you're posting in Lisa's group?
Well, I'm thinking about doing something that's just like this, kind of simple like that, with some of these little black and white fairies that I inked. Look,
Oh, that's cute. Now, where did those little black and white fairies come from?
off of one of my coloring pages.
Oh, okay.
I just didn't color them.
Okay, they're cute.
And then I'm
That look
going to
okay.
do like that on this one.
Bring the little black and white fairies on that one down closer to the flowers. Make it, yeah, a little higher, but yeah, just not so,
Centered.
yeah, not so 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
Actually take them over towards the edge to the right just a little bit, I think. There you go. Yep. What do you think?
I like that. I also kind of think it'd be cute just right on top of the
If they're
leaves too.
standing on the top of the leaves, okay.
Yeah,
Then bring your butterfly down just a touch, not much, just a touch. Yeah.
I don't want to bring it down too much because it would be
It will get on her.
over
Yeah.
her head. Well, I could do
Yeah.
that. Bring it in a little bit and down a little bit.
There you go. It could also tilt. No, other way. Well, no, I like it that way. Leave it that way.
Okay.
I like it like that. That looks cute. That is cute, cute, cute.
All righty. Well, that's what we're going to do then.
Okay. I don't know what I'm going to do with my belly band just yet.
Ugh, too much glue. Uh-oh.
Okay, I hear the uh-oh. What is happening?
Well, I was wanting to make sure I didn't glue this down, and so I dumped my other stuff off, and my plan was to leave it sitting right there and just pick each piece up and glue it down, but it'll be all right.
Okay.
It's not like there were 20 pieces or anything.
In Lisa's Facebook group. Okay, I will look in a little while. Okay, this says leave a little sparkle wherever you go. Eventually, I'm going to have to do something with this box because it's really cool, but it's very irritating because it does not come apart very well. So it needs to have ribbons on the box so that it pulls open.
Mary said she needs an opinion, but I don't think she's finished saying what she needs an opinion about.
Yeah, I don't think so.
So we'll wait and let her finish before we don't want to jump to any conclusions when we don't have all the evidence.
Okay. I was thinking one of these butterflies might be pretty on that, but I don't know. The belly band is just not talking to me right now for some reason. Maybe that, just like that.
Oh my goodness, Mary. I would call and throw a fit. I would call and talk to him about it because that's ridiculous. Nobody who works in that department should have done something like that. They should all know better.
Yep. And I would go back and ask to exchange them for sure. I would tell them that you didn't get out and supervise the loading, and that
And
having
tell them
crushed,
why.
yeah, tell them why, and having crushed plants was just ridiculous because they should know better than that, and that if they, put that stuff in, that's just awful. I don't know. No, I don't. I just not. Okay, the belly band's not going to happen today because it's just not. You know how that goes sometimes. Okay, let's put this away. Barbara's having trouble posting because she wonders if the pictures are too big. Facebook has been overloaded lately. I don't know exactly what's going on, but other than probably too many people at home using it all the time. But it was taking forever at 1 o'clock in the morning last night for me to load photographs. And that's one of the reasons why I edited them so, is because that way they're smaller. Hi, Becky. They went up. Okay.
Hi, Becky. So glad you're here.
Yeah, Mary, I would take them back. I would just take them back, and okay, we're gonna see how bad it is.
Well, mine did fine. I was very pleased. I was very concerned, but it turned out fine. I hope yours
Well,
will too.
I also inked that already, so that means that ink is probably gonna bleed, but that's
Oh,
okay.
well, my ink is permanent, so I didn't even worry about the ink. I didn't think
Yeah.
about that.
But the color is fine. It went down just fine. So
Good.
and did not bleed. And actually, I'm surprised the distress ink didn't bleed very bad either.
Okay, I'm happy. I'm happy with how that turned out.
Oh, that's gorgeous, Lisa. That's perfect. Perfect.
And the raccoon has not returned. I am so grateful.
Oh yeah.
Glad you don't have to worry about that again.
When I get this, when it gets dry, I will, because of the pattern paper being that beautiful tan color, I will ink the top and the bottom just a little bit more, just to tie the two pieces together a little better.
Yeah, I'm going to see if I've got a piece that's big enough for this. That one will work.
Oh, that one will work perfectly. There you go.
Yeah. I like it. I like it. Okay, so let's just do it. I like the words on
There
that
you go,
though.
Anna.
Let's see if I've got one with words that.
Yeah,
If I have-
the words were fun. The words were really great on it. I have glitter on my fingers.
This one says lengthen or shorten here.
Oh,
Too
okay.
bad it's too wide. Oh, because all I could get on here is or shorten here.
Yeah,
But it's
we
too
don't.
short too. So
Yeah. We
it's
want to
too
use
short.
it.
Okay, this one might work. Nope, it's too little.
Yeah.
I may go right back to that very first one because it fit perfect. Alrighty.
Well,
Oh,
there's the
cute. Let me
answer.
try
It
it.
fits, so that's what you use. Okay, so I got a bunch of tags made today. I also have leftover pieces
Oh, okay.
from Tuesday that, we just need to do something with. So I think I'm going to make a tag with my leftover pieces. And I had some book page things that I could make a tag.
Oh, that's great, Becky. I wish I could. I used to. I didn't hang everything out to dry, but I did hang certain kinds of laundry, like jeans and sheets and towels. I loved hanging those out to dry. But I don't have a clothesline anymore.
Well, I'll bet you that husband of yours could fix that problem.
He might could, but he took down the other one, so he probably would not want me asking for it back.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
He'd be like, "You're kidding me? Do you know how much work I went to dig those huge posts out of there last time?"
Okay, if we put those in there like that, and then I can put these like in a little row down the side. Yeah, I think that will work. Make a cute little tag. Use up some little pieces.
There you go. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Yeah. It's better to do that when it's warm. You don't have to lug in the cold or in the dark.
Yeah, everybody that finds out that we don't have a wash machine in the camper. Okay, now we could have had a wash machine in the camper, but I didn't want one because they're tiny little things, and you have to be hooked up to use them. And we don't camp that way very much. I mean, we do camp that way, but we don't camp that way all the time. And it's like I can't stand the thought of constantly having to be doing laundry every single day because the wash machine is so tiny. I said I'd
Yeah, I
rather
don't
go to the
blame you.
laundromat and get it all done at one time. I mean, I can go 2 solid weeks and then yeah, probably better do some laundry. But oh, that came out so pretty, Lisa.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Gotta let it dry and take off the edges, but I'm happy with it. Happy, happy.
Barbara's gonna get some lunch. She's gonna make some gonna take her iPad and listen while she eats.
That sounds
Yes.
good. Well, I've got like a ton of. Let me get rid of that first because it's in the way. A ton of things cut out that I want to use. At least some of them. Some are more than others, but this one I want to definitely wanted. I want to put him with a napkin underneath him, a
Oh
flowery
yeah.
napkin,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to use this bird and these two guys. I want to use them somewhere. These that I colored so dark, I don't really care if I use them or not. They don't make me happy to look at. So
Yeah. Well, if they don't make you happy, you probably should not put them in the book because this is supposed to
because we
make you
want to be
happy.
happy when we look.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna stick her up there.
Okay. Yeah, they do weigh a ton. Hello, Melissa.
Hi, Melissa. It's good to see you. Okay, let this dry. Here's a couple of things that I need to make a. Oh, that's what this turned out to look like. What's that dried? The glue
Oh,
dried.
okay. Is that big glitter?
Yeah.
I thought it was white.
Well, it looked yellow. in the bottle, kind of, I mean, it took on the black.
Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous.
It is. I like it much better now.
What is it called?
It's called Blue Violet. So it says original
Huh.
Prisma glitter, medium blue violet.
Huh. Because it looks clear. It looks like just an iridescent thing in the.
Yep. But it says medium blue violet, so I don't
That's
know.
weird. That is really weird, but it's gorgeous on that.
But you would have never, I mean, I would have never thought
No,
this was going to be this.
no, but it's beautiful.
So I like it much better. I'm glad I did it now. I was a little not happy before, but
Yeah, but that's gorgeous.
okay.
That's what happens when you just go ahead and do it.
Yep.
It's just like doing the fairy's feet. I would have never done the fairy's feet, but Teresa said, do her feet. And it did, and it was very pretty.
Yep. Yes, Becky, it looks blue. You're right. I mean, it is blue on here. Makes me want to put it on something else and see if it looks blue
On a different colored
on
paper,
something
yeah.
that's not black.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're just going to have to do it just to see.
Yeah, find like maybe one of your wallpaper flowers or something, or a butterfly.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Okay.
Okay, so that is. Did I ink those first ones? Yeah, I did. Okay, so that's done. Now I got all these little pieces still.
I think I may do it here because I don't know what else I would do with this next to it. So
Do something. You mean you're going to do something on that page?
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I could put her there.
Oh yes.
And then put some of that glitter on the rose or on her wings.
Mm-hmm. Maybe like lines of it, not a whole big.
Yeah, it's like on where the leaves turn.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Little bits.
Yep. The only thing is that when you glue her down, she's going to be wet for a little while.
Yeah, unless I only put the glue underneath her. But then if I do that, it will still, then the page will still be wet. So
yeah, and you might end up with glitter everywhere.
That would be horrible.
Right.
And I'm not going to want her, I'm not going to want her glossy.
No, and she will be really pretty right there. Okay, those white with yellow center flowers on the napkin page. What if you
do it on that?
What if you made like stamens in those flowers of that blue glitter?
Oh, like right here?
Mm-hmm.
All right. That will be an easy thing to try.
I mean, you could do that, and then you could go ahead and put your image transfer on the other page once you get,
after this is done.
Right.
Yeah.
And then when it dries, we can see if it's going to come out the same kind of colors. Okay, so that.
I don't know how much to do.
Not too much. I mean, yeah, go easy. There you go.
That's probably too much on that one, but I already got the glue on there, so we're stuck with it now.
Okay. And now, do you have a piece of paper to take it off?
I'll find one.
Dump it off? Okay.
I'm tempted just to dump it in the trash because I've got that much left and I don't use glitter that often.
Yes, but once we find out what color, if it's going to be 500 different colors, you're going to want it.
That's true.
You're gonna want
That's
that
true.
glitter on everything. Hello, Susan. Welcome.
Hi,
Oh, hi,
Susan.
Linda.
We're glad you're here. Hi, Linda.
I didn't know Linda was here either. Guys, if we've
I
missed
didn't
you saying
either.
hello. Hello, hello. Hmm.
Okay, let's.
I'm just using up parts and pieces of the coloring page because, you know, we can't have leftovers. We just must not have leftovers. It just is just bad to have leftovers. So I'm just making some tags. Then, like Lisa, I'm going to have to make another pocket page so that I can put the tags in it because, you know.
Because you can't just have tags without a place to put them.
That's right.
I got glitter all over me.
But it looks like I'm going to get 3 tags out of leftovers that I already made tags out, some tags out of. Okay, I thought that was one of the kids knocking.
No, that was me trying to make sure to knock off the extra glitter.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I don't even know how to take this lid off. We'll just see if we can work.
What did you do with the extra glitter from before?
I threw it in the trash can.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. I'll just let you throw it in the trash can, you know. Let's just... Here I am peeling the back.
Well, it's either going to be in the trash can or all over me.
Oh,
Here
it is.
All over my dress.
I'm peeling the backs of butterflies off so that I have 2 butterflies, and you're throwing your glitter in the trash can. Yep. Okay, first we're going to see if this stuff...
Well, I'm more likely to use another butterfly than I am to use this much glitter.
Okay. Well, we're going to see if this stuff is any good. We're going to squeeze it out onto something and see if it comes out. Who knows how old this is? Oh, it's just kind of hard as can be in there.
What is that? Some kind of glue?
Some kind of glitter glue. It's, you know, probably kid stuff. Well,
okay.
It does appear to be coming out. I don't know that it's got any glitter in that part of the glue, but it's... Okay, so let's squish it back and forth a few times and see if that will help it. Because, you know, it's been in the drawer for probably 15 years. Okay, it's got some sparkle in it. So what we're going to do is we're going to put it on this butterfly. All around its little edge. Maybe. Maybe not. Depends on how...
Ink this first. Ink this first. I have so much stuff in piles. I literally have no room to work. Okay.
I'm having to squeeze this really hard to get anything to come out, but it's coming out, and it does have little glitter in it. You can... I don't know if you can see it. It's got sparkles in it.
Oh, good.
But it might take every ounce of my thumb strength to get around the edge of this butterfly. And it's definitely a good thing that's not real dark because it's very on there, very wonky.
Okay, where's my brush? There it is. I don't need the ink open anymore. I'll get glue in it. That would not be good.
Now the glitter is still clear when until it gets drier, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all the way around. I'm thinking maybe if I leave this in something where it's standing the right direction, there might be some that I can use out of it later. It's just very hard to pull out of there.
I think I may put that little piece right there, even though she was out of the other book.
That's all
It
right.
looks
That's
pretty there.
it looks pretty there, and it fills up the page. It looks cute.
Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna do it. Um,
Are you going
I'm
to do
gonna
that before you glue her down? I was going to
go
say
after. I think that way I
you
can
might.
map medium over everything, and then
That's right. Okay, so that's 2 tags out of the scrappy stuff. Now I still got one more tulip and half a dozen more little blue flowers that I cut out. Okay, and I think that this tulip and that gigantic leaf is just way too big. So we're just gonna just pretend it doesn't, you know, it is not part of this tulip. And yeah, okay. We're just gonna put them on there. Oh, we better round the corners. Corner rounder, chumper chumper. The air conditioner is doing its freeze me in the afternoon thing again.
yeah. Our air conditioner must be kin to each other.
Yeah, I don't know why, it's like all day long it doesn't run and then it decides to run like crazy. Okay, so we're going to put that way over here in this little corner. Yeah, and then put those little blue flowers down the edge, just like I did on the other one. So they're kind of matchy-matchy, but that's okay. I don't care.
Here we go. I forgot to ink her up.
Uh-oh.
Oh well.
Oh, I forgot to ink all of these. Ah!
I'm sorry I mentioned it.
I'm going to start inking them when I cut them out.
Yeah.
Because did I ink the ones I put in the front in here? Probably, yeah, I did. So, see, I did, and they're beautiful that way, and I didn't ink these. Okay, go right there.
Okay.
I got
I
ink
think
all
she's pretty in there.
Oh, she's beautiful in there. I've got glue all over my
These
finger.
still haven't dried, so we'll have to wait before we know how those turned out.
Because that was kind of a red you put them over, so
Yeah, we will see.
Well, and I wonder what makes it turn because, you know,
Well, it says it's medium blue violet, so
yeah, but
maybe anything behind it blocks everything but the
the
blue light, or I don't
that
know.
that's very likely true. That
It's
may be
Prisma, so they're using prisms
right.
technology, I guess you would say. My daughter or my son could probably either one tell me exactly
Yeah,
what it was, but
and I did it. Yeah,
I don't
and
know as much as
that's
them.
that's probably it, Lisa. It blocks the light behind it, but you would think it would look blue in the bottle.
Yeah, you would think it would, but it didn't. But I tell you, I dropped it on my dress, just some of the glitter, and it
Mm-hmm.
was bright blue like this
Oh
all
wow.
over. I mean, I could see exactly where it was, and it's very blue. Of course, my dress is blue, but um,
But then the glitter's very blue.
yeah. But with
Okay, so
my white table behind it, you can kind of see the blue, in it, but that glue evidently blocked that because until when the glue was wet, it sure did not look blue.
hmm
I mean, look at the difference here.
I was
Well,
gonna say there's so much difference to it. So
so we will see what happens. Oh,
all right.
okay. I'm gonna set this aside.
So it kind of inked like a shadow.
That's okay. It looks nice.
But I got to start remember to inking things before I glue them down because it's irritating me not to.
Yeah.
Learn, Tanya, learn. Now, you know what Jamie did today? She laid the things that she was supposed to ink on top of her ink pad so that when she came back to them, she would remember that she was supposed to be inking those.
That's pretty smart.
Yes, but I wouldn't remember that. I'd pick
They're
it
my
up.
little clear dragonflies.
Oh, they're so cute on there.
They
They're
are
just.
cute on there, aren't they?
Mhm.
And then here, if I can get it flat again,
Oh, that came out cute.
is that one.
Do you it's 4:22. Do you want to make yourself bigger and do a walk through what you did today? I
Um,
mean, because we probably need to go about 4:30, don't we?
yeah, we do need to. Okay, let
And
me finish cutting the edges off of this one, and
that's fine. I'm working on finishing these up, so oops, that's got glitter on it, Tanya. Don't stick your finger in it. Oh, now I got glue everywhere on me. Okay.
okay,
And I will put my glitter containers in my fairy boxes.
there you go. So you'll be prepared.
So I'll be prepared.
Okay, so what I did today was this tag, and this tag, and this tag, and this tag, and this tag, all out of coloring book page.
That was like two sheets. You had two sheets too, didn't you?
Yeah, I had a sheet that was flowers and a sheet that was mostly leaves. One that was mostly flowers and one that was mostly leaves. Excuse me. Oh, let me put those up. Good grief. And then we added some of the glitter right there that we will see next week how it fits. And
Barbara said she has to laugh because she'd probably set my pieces are fully on top of the ink pad and then carefully glue them down before I lost them. Yeah. See,
yeah.
that's what would happen to me, Barbara.
And this is one of the transfers that I fussy cut. I did that a while back, but anyway, I glued it down here with matte medium. This is my coloring book pages. I really like that. And what did I do over here? I can't let this touch, but I made a belly band and stuck this in that I had done before. I made this pocket and tucked two of these long coloring page tags in it. And then this is a tag I made before, and I made a tuck spot here and put a wallpaper flower there and tuck that in. And I think I did something back here too. Did I? Maybe I just thought I was going to do something back here. Nope, that's it. That's all I did. Now we'll let Tanya show what she's done.
Not much more. Okay, so I had 2 coloring pages as well that I cut up to make these tags. That's, no, where's, oh, there must be, there's another piece on the floor. Okay, I have a piece for a belly band, which I did not work on today because it just is not happening today. But I had 2 coloring pages, and both of the coloring pages had a little fairy. So these are the tags that came out. And of course, you know, we had to have some glue or some glitter. Let's see, those can all stack. They're all dry enough to stack. We can't stack those. And then I made some tags out of some leftovers that I had from another coloring page that I cut up. And this is another tag that's not dry enough to put over there yet, lay down or anything. So it's almost done because it just has to get dry. And that was from one of the pieces that Janet gave me, sent us. Okay, so then let's see here. I did that last Tuesday. So I think all I actually did in my book today was finish up. I just finished up this pocket. I had already finished the page, and I just turned that into a pocket, which my big tall tags will be going into after they dry, because then they will stick out the top a little, because they're not quite as short as that. And then I put these pages, let's see, on here. These were 2 pages that I had painted. I actually finished this one up last night. Really pleased with how it came out. And they're both coloring pages. And then this one, you guys saw that one on Tuesday. I had done that one. And I haven't fixed this yet. But I'm probably going to put these on here somehow. So that but I'm going to paint them first. So, I have both halves of it, so they'll look like that when you open the page. But
yeah, I think that's pretty.
Yeah, and then I want to put some butterflies on there with it, just because this is just, I'm afraid that's going to be sad, but I think you're right. I think I'll take off this flower and put it on there so that it doesn't overhang. And that way it will be sturdier, and I think then my mouse will show too. Because the reason this page sticks out on the back is because I wanted this nose to show. And Denise suggested taking some of this off, but for some reason I just didn't want to. The page just looks right with it on there. So that's what I got done. So
love it.
You want to go back to, there we go. I think she's so pretty.
I do too. And I don't think this is going to look blue when it dries.
You never know. We'll find out, won't we?
Yeah, we
We'll
will.
find out. We'll find out.
Stay tuned next week.
We'll probably ask you Monday night to see it. Um,
Yeah, I could show you Monday night.
okay. Next week we're going to work with these, right?
Yes, and
Okay.
flutterbys.
And
Unless
flutterbys.
we
Yeah.
don't get finished with this and we need both days to do this.
Right. And what we're going to do, what I'm going to do with mine is, let me, I didn't think to get it sooner. I'll get it right now. I'm going to put together a piece that is like this. It's called the Tunnel Book. And you know, Lisa, I might be able to find the online link to this. Spring. I don't know because this was a class handout from somebody. So I'll look in this paperwork and see if it's got anything to an online link. If it does have an online link, guys, I will put it on the Facebook group as a link. I don't want to send it to everyone because it doesn't belong to me, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that
Thank
makes
you,
sense.
Violet. But it's called a tunnel book, and basically you make a squashy thing so that it folds up, and then you can see different layers. And that's what I am going to do with these lovely, fun, round things from Heather. And Lisa, do you want to post Heather's link for these again?
I don't have it easy, but let me see if I can find it real quick.
Okay. You can post it in group later, too.
I found it.
Okay.
It actually came up from my history, so that was
Perfect.
way faster than I thought it was going to be.
Anyways, Heather has these as kits in her shop. It's Craft Shack. There we go. Heather Crafter, Craft Shack. Lisa just posted you a link if you want to order something for your book. It's not something that you have to do. Lisa was kind enough to send these to me. So, okay, I'm done talking.
All right. Well, I haven't decided yet if I'm going to do the tunnel book thing or if I'm going to do a little booklet that just opens it with a bunch of windows.
Okay.
Where each window is stacked on top of each other.
Kind of like
I think I want to try the tunnel book, but
or you're talking about maybe like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except, but I will do it in a separate piece that stays out and goes in a pocket like you're doing your tunnel book.
Okay, and what we're talking about doing is we left like 10 pages or so back here, and what we're going to do, what I'm going to do, and I think what Lisa's going to do is make a gusseted pocket back here so that tunnel book or those things can go in back here. And
I already glued mine together, so I've just got to put the gusset in it.
Right, and Lisa's got hers glued together. See there, and I just haven't done that yet. And then we're gonna just put a gusset because gluing the page down and making a slide-in pocket is not going to have enough room to put all that in.
Because we need the just about the absolute whole size of the page.
Yeah.
To use those pieces. So
Barbara said she just used the smallest circle in that pack as a mask on the page she just posted. Yeah, Lisa did that. Lisa did that on one of her pages early on or something, and
I used the little one, the cutout piece from the small circle.
Right, and I used the big one on this page to do that. And I want to do some more of that because I think those are really pretty. I
Yeah, I
love
do
the little
too.
one. So I want to do some more of that. So, but I should probably go because I need to check on my dinner and I have to go work.
Oh, well, I
Yeah,
got to go
baby.
fix something to eat. So,
Well, I have to work and this show goes till midnight, so
oh
I got
goodness.
yeah, I gotta I may close. It'll depend on how it's going tonight. I may close down around 11. I can do that. Um, but I'll have to wait till about 11 to close it down. So,
Okay. Well,
anyways,
we're
guys,
gonna go, gang. God bless you. You have a great
next
day, and
next
we'll see you
Tuesday,
next week on Tanya's channel,
noon and Tuesday,
and
noon.
then one on Thursday next week, both
Yep,
on Tanya's channel.
yep.
Bye
So,
bye.
bye bye.